Oh,
that's
right.
recording.
We got the bunch of suits, and I got a collar, and then
That
gotta-
stuff happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blocked it from my memory. I didn't just forget it.
I was literally about to give this really dramatic retelling, and then it's
Sorry,
too late
Jim.
now. It's too late.
Anyways, now that we're recording, so yeah, last time,
We got clothes.
after clearing out,
New suits.
the rest of the underground mysterious dungeon thing that was apparently under Virgil's house, Mott got a mysterious message from one who he believes to be, a higher up, if not the leader of the Sultans of Swindlin, threatening his old friend Vetter that helped him escape from the Sultans previously. So, with this information in mind, wait, where did I put that? Not details? He responded with, guys, no, I found a voice. What? No, I heard a voice. You better let his ass go, we're coming after... And, yeah, so after replying with that to the threatening message, the party has spent a little time getting some disguises, quote unquote, together. Some more successful than others. And are preparing to head out towards Port Stephen, but with the intention of making a stop at Rockwell along the way. And this is where we join our party, leaving New Mazar.
Wait, we're going along the way? I was thinking on a return trip.
You kept joking, saying it would be on the way.
No, I said on the return trip.
Okay, works for me. I can delete a thing.
No one ever listens to me.
I could have sworn it was the other way around.
How could you forget about
It's like, if that was the point, I would have written something by now.
I told you to have something by the previous week. Otherwise, I'd have to do a thing to avoid that. All right, that's fine. That works. That honestly works for me, and I can avoid spoilering the thing. Cool.
Bobby, how could you forget about the bear costume?
I said some disguises are more successful than others.
Come on, man. The bear suit is iconic for our group. Like,
This is true.
It's like it has a history.
And Ian doesn't even understand the history of it.
That's the best part.
Wait, what?
This is the first time, Ian. This part
Is it
of
like
this
time number
movie
3
has
or something?
had a
The bear
suit.
costume
It
isn't exactly a first for us.
It happens every campaign.
Since the first one.
I
Brad
know,
coined
right,
it
Hannah?
Proudly.
Bobby said, "All right, Hannah."
You say
He said, "Oh, he said I know, right?" Not.
Anyways, getting back on track, the party's headed towards Port Stephen. You know what? I'll have the thing anyways. There we go. So, Mott, you're pretty much leading the group. It's mostly going to be east, but you know at one point you're going to need to trail a tiny bit southeast. But it's also going to take, let's see, that was about 2 days. That'd be 4 days, so 2, 4. It'll take most of a week on foot just getting there, especially at a casual pace.
Sounds about right,
God damn it, Jake.
from what you said. I was waiting for somebody to see it. Ian, look at the group notes if you want more background.
That's
Well,
just going to
not
raise
good
more questions. Anyways, so I assume that during the nights you guys are going to be setting up your bubble.
Yeah.
Will you be doing it on paths, off of paths?
I'm gonna say right off the path, like not like right off, but like a little ways off, not super far off.
About 50 feet off? That way it's
Yeah.
still visible? Alright.
Everybody,
Well, I
that makes sense.
If we're taking like a rest or whatever, I've got that thing where I literally set up a bubble, and it makes us invisible.
Makes us invisible?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull it up. It's something I got
So,
not too long ago from the
We could
level
be
up.
invisible and invulnerable?
I
Not
guess.
invulnerable, but
Well, my
silent
bubble
Well,
does
the
that.
stat bubbles.
Can we stack them? Because I have the
That's why I want to find out.
the dome spell, Dave. It's the Lehman's
Oh,
tiny
Lehman's
hut.
tiny hut.
Lehman's Tiny Hut. Doesn't that cost a spell slot?
Not if you ritual cast it, which
I was
it
gonna
is
say.
ritual castable. It
And
just
then
takes 20 minutes to cast if it's a ritual.
I thought it was
Plus,
11.
we use it for long rests anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So what I got is Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. During a short or long rest, you can invoke a shadowy power of the glowing core to help you guard your respite. At the start of your rest, you touch a point in space, an invisible 30-foot radius sphere of magic appears centered on that point. Total cover blocks the sphere. While within the sphere, you and your allies gain a +5 bonus to stealth and perception. And any light from open flames in the sphere isn't visible outside it. Sphere vanishes at the end of the rest or when you leave the sphere.
Wait, so is the sphere invisible?
Yeah. Invisible 30-foot radius sphere.
Oh.
Even bigger than the tiny hut. Massively bigger. Jesus.
Wait, hang on. What is this? I thought that was
And
the
you
thing.
said
No,
30-foot radius, right?
Yep.
Jesus.
So that's a 60-foot diameter.
Yeah.
What up?
Fucking 3 times bigger than the tiny hut.
What's this called?
Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. It's in Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
And is that just was that just a level up perk or is that a spell for you?
It's a level up perk.
Jesus.
6th level perk of Circle of Dreams Druid.
Huh. Well, alrighty.
The fucking Sir Barrington thing, Jim. I actually forgot about that detail.
A classic.
But anyways, yeah, so you guys settle in for the first night. I'm debating on even having you roll stuff anymore.
Why not?
Yeah,
I mean,
fair.
we still have to travel during the day.
Oh, exactly. But I'm talking about like things that can happen at night as well.
Why not?
Look at us, we're under attack at
Well,
night.
It's like suddenly you're attacked by a group of marauding Whizbarians with true sight.
Oh my god. The only thing that can see us.
Your bubble is worthless to them. They'll dispel it. It's like they'll dispel your bubble, then dispel your lives.
Can anything dispel a bubble?
Yes,
Oh, I'd
dispel
imagine,
magic.
yeah, dispel
Oh,
magic
shit.
would.
Yeah, Dispel
Or
Magic
would
does
be-
3rd or lower, no problem.
Ruh-roh.
Or what would be even better is Flump came
Well,
along and tried to wake
who's
you
gonna
guys
be
up.
looking for an invisible sphere in the middle of the woods?
That's
The
true.
marauding Whizbarians with true sight.
Aside from them.
Anyways. So let's establish a kind of a watch order. Just throughout the night, just so I can roll to see if anything happens.
I'll go first.
Any night. Alright, so Mott's gonna be taking the first watch for the nights. We'll take the second.
I'll take second.
Alright. So it'll go Mott, Kratom. You guys technically only need 3, but you can evenly split it, especially with Rusty. Rusty will wake up for the finale of
I also have
night,
that
because you
passive.
only need 6 hours. And I know about the passive, yes, but I'm talking about for active checks.
Oh,
But yeah. And you'll be fully rested for the time your shift happens since you only need 6 hours. Alright, so let me roll a couple things. Okay.
And also, if we have to make any perception checks, they have +5.
Nice.
so my passive wouldn't be affected.
Correct.
Right, because this is checks, not passive.
Alright, so Mott, give me a perception roll
Okie
with the
dokie.
bonus.
With the +5 bonus?
Yep.
How do I add it, or can I just...
You can
Just
do it
mental
either
math.
afterwards or you just click perception. Yeah. Okay.
so +5 is 28.
for
What'd you roll? A
yours.
19? Fuck.
For your shift, things go relatively quietly. However, you do at one point see in the distance a
Shrubbery.
couple of wolves on the far side of the path just going through the forest, but they don't seem to notice or pay any mind and just continue on their way. Your shift ends
Good.
without further incident.
Nice, nice.
Next up. So, Mott, you waking up Kratom, or are you just going to sleep?
Oh yeah. Psst, it's your turn, man.
Okay.
All right, Kratom, give me your perception check.
20.
20.
All right.
So add 5 to his as well.
And then a 20 at the same time. Just God fucking damn it. All right.
Keep in mind,
So-
we are also in an invisible sphere.
Yep. No. It's not for spotting you. Those were for situations to occur.
Okay.
That perception of 4 is definitely not going to do shit. Yeah. At one point, you to the south of you, spot a what forest creature this time?
Velociraptor.
I said forest
The
creature. not-
woodland velociraptor.
Yeah, velociraptors can live in the forest.
Haven't you seen Jurassic
We're not
Park,
on.
Bobby?
We're not on that southern island from Tomb of Annihilation, though.
That we know of.
We're
At
not
one
even
point,
in Beirut.
you see a raccoon shambling along to the south, and it looks a little weird. It's got like little horns on its head as it just shambles past and then goes into the shrubbery.
No shit, Devil Coon.
That's disconcerting.
And the rest of your shift passes without further incident.
That wouldn't ring any squirrel bells, would it?
I mean, I was thinking squirrel. So, who would be in next?
Orin, if he's taken one.
Alright, wake up, Orin. Here, turn on watch. Watch out for horned raccoons.
I don't remember Volland. What?
Horned raccoons.
What are you drinking?
Nope. But the raccoon might.
What? Wait, how does that make sense in context of what I said?
Jim said, "What are you
don't
drinking?"
know.
And Dave thought he said, "Are you drinking?"
No. But yeah, it kind of
I
reminds me
hear
of
all.
the squirrel that you guys may or may not have seen from way back when.
I
Yep.
distinctly never remember seeing a squirrel.
Who saw the
I
squirrel?
thought I told you. No, I saw the squirrel.
Also, I got a perception of 6, so
Plus
have fun.
5.
You got 11.
Oh,
So, on your watch, you're told to watch out for raccoons. You end up looking up in a tree and you see a very normal looking squirrel at one point just chilling out on a branch before it takes off eventually. And your shift passes
Bad eyes
without further
check.
incident. And then, Rusty, you wake up from the end of your power cycle. As Orin's getting ready to finish his nap.
Picturing the Windows XP startup sound.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Wait.
I gotta find it. That's too buried. The moment's gone.
Oh well.
Anyways, Rusty, give me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
19, and that's we're counting the plus 5.
Yep.
29. No, I'm sorry. What am I fucking saying?
Let's see, you guys are about there. Speaking of which, I forgot to reveal that on the map. So you guys would have been going east for up. Reveal. I'm reveal, not hide. My God. Ah, no, I don't want to. I don't want to reset fog. Polygon reveal.
Reveal all.
So you would have gotten about that far.
Woo! Almost a square.
Well, I had Old Masar be 2 days away, so I'd say, like, especially with the intent of the situation, you guys would have been slightly faster than base speed. Or slightly faster than a casual speed. You're going your full potential speed. Without sprinting. And, yeah. You actually don't see anything occur during your shift.
No fat squirrels.
No fat squirrels.
Damn.
Fat pink swirl you don't like.
All right, your watch finishes. Everybody starts waking up as the bubble pops.
And I have the bear costume on, correct?
Do you?
Yes.
You what?
You know, the bear costume.
I know.
The costume for bears. Ah, yes, the bear costume. The costume for bears. Rusty's bear costume. The bear costume made specifically for Rusty. Rusty's bear costume.
Yes, that one.
Okay,
That's the guy.
before we get started with this day,
Yeah, we were always here.
yeah,
You,
I was making sure. All right, anyways.
You are back.
It was literally one of those situations of, all right, everybody went to the bathroom before we left, right? Yep. 5 minutes into the trip. Guys, I had to go.
And you're the driver.
I know.
Are we there yet?
Speaking of are we there yet, let's progress another day. Boom, another day in. You're setting up camp again.
oh boy.
All right. So, go ahead and, Mott, let's start with your watch.
What?
We're setting up camp
Wait,
for
we're doing
night
it
2.
again?
Night 2.
Oh.
It's a
Nice
multi-day
okay.
journey.
Right,
Been
right.
Doing this shit
Alright.
for like 7 days.
There you go, Captain.
22
It's a 27 this time.
to 27, right?
Getting progressively worse, but very slowly.
Well, just as you're settling in, you do notice on the horizon, it's faint and in the distance, and especially as the sun is setting, it becomes harder and harder to see as your shift goes on. But to your east, slightly northeast, there's a light plume of smoke.
Northeast smoke.
Like it went.
Mostly east, slightly northeast.
Like a mushroom cloud, or?
No. Like,
Yeah, someone set off a nuke in the countryside.
Oh my.
the shockwave just hasn't reached you yet. No. But it's essentially like there's definitely multiple sources of fire for this distant bit of smoke, but it's a good ways off from you. Like, it would take hours to go and investigate the source.
Well, that sounds safe to me.
But aside from that, the rest of your watch passes with no incident.
Kratom, it's your turn.
Okay.
By the way, somebody was smoking really far away. And like a lot.
Oh. Yeah, noted.
Just watch out for the smoke. Don't inhale any of it.
I will try my
If it gets
best.
close. Cool. Good night then.
Good night.
So anyways, 15.
Smoke apparently with a 15. What?
And your watch, you don't notice anything. It's too dark to see if there's any smoke in the distance at this point. And the forest is calm and quiet around you.
Fantastic. I wake Orm up for his watch. Her watch.
All right, Orin, give me your roll.
Jimmy. Oh, there you go.
25.
Ooh.
With that, and how much did you relay rate him?
I relayed that Mott saw some smoke a few miles off in the distance at one point, but it shouldn't be a bother.
Well,
During your watch, Orin, the smoke becomes visible to you as it is in the distance, but especially with it being darker at night now, you could, with that check, draw a conclusion that the smoke source is definitely closer, not dangerously so.
it's a
But-
burning village. I heard that.
Forest fire.
I heard that nervous chuckle.
Maybe I did it on
Thank you,
purpose.
Smokey the Bugbear.
Help! Only you can help prevent this forest fire.
But yeah, aside from that, the rest of your shift passes without incident.
Cool. What now?
Rusty waits up.
Uh-huh.
I tell him, I'm like, hey, there's a fire burning over there, and I mean, it's not close enough to be a problem, but something doesn't quite seem kosher about it, in my personal opinion.
Like a forest fire.
Maybe.
In the barrel costume.
The smoke
Possibly.
isn't like a thick plume. Like, it is mostly see-through. Like, and it's multiple sources. So
So it kind of looks like a campsite.
maybe,
It's
or
a
it was
cold
basically dead
night
east for when you saw it.
Can I make an intelligence check or something?
Rusty, make a perception check first throughout your shift.
Okay.
All right.
21.
You do barely see the smoke, but it's east, very, very slightly southeast.
Can I make an intelligence check to see if it is like a campfire or?
Nah, everybody's waking up.
All right.
So yeah, especially with Rusty potentially pointing it out, Mott. Yeah, that smoke's very not from the same area that it was in before.
Ruh-roh. Guys. I think that smoke's moving.
Well, yes, smoke doesn't generally move up, but I get what you mean. That's definitely not a good thing.
Are you saying you
No.
want to check it out?
Is it in the direction we're going?
It was during orange shift, but vaguely not anymore. It like I said, it started slightly to the northeast. It was at one point dead east, and now it's slightly southeast.
So it's just moving around loudly.
It's moving around at the speed of sound.
I don't know. It's very it's curious, but we do have an urgent mission. It's a tough call.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
I mean,
I'll give you this. Because of the direction that Port Stevens in, is you could investigate it and then continue along your way.
Yeah, it's like a small
Well,
detour.
what could we gain from investigating where the fire's coming from?
well,
You
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's definitely, I mean, the fire's moving. It's just out of character. It's a call to adventure.
This is true. I do
Okay.
like those.
Okay,
Or
Bobby,
something
I gotta
you don't
ask.
worry about.
In reference to how we want to go versus where the smoke is it to my left?
No, smoke it. You want to go towards Port Stephen, which is slightly to the right. It is almost dead in the direction of Port Stephen right now.
Is it slightly to the left of Port Stephen?
Will I
No.
hear?
Hold on, let me just I'll reveal it. I'll reveal the tail end.
Oh, I mean that's on the way, really.
Yeah, we might as well check it out just in case
That's to
someone's
the
just
left of
setting
Port Stephen.
fires
Good
all over the
adventurers
place.
always go left.
He's
God
right.
damn it. I'm thinking from character perspective, not map perspective.
Well, I mean, if I'm staring towards Port Stephen, and I know where Port Stephen is on a map, that is slightly to the left of Port Stephen.
I got what you mean. Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
All right, follow the
Better
smoke.
go check it out.
As you guys head towards
Stealthily
the
or not?
smoke, are you guys going to approach with caution, with stealth, brazenly?
I'm gonna pull out some pots and pans and start banging the no.
Caution is good.
All right.
We don't need
you,
to sneak. We're all sort of disguised-ish.
You emerge from a forest, or are in the process of doing so, and in the distance, you see a marching line.
Oh,
Oh,
like a marching band.
Probably not.
Oh.
Give me perception checks.
perception checks for the marching band in front of us.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
Damn, all right, so I'll be able to tell everything that's in this.
God fucking damn it.
Hmm.
Rusty, you're still
What
looking
line?
up
I
at the
don't see a
smoke trying to
line.
follow it.
You're a forest man, Dave. You don't know.
No,
such
that's
things.
that's not me.
Oh, Dave.
I just
Fucking
noticed
damn it.
them and be like, oh,
Oh,
Dave has been like, oh, look, there's smoke.
Kratom's concerned. He's like, oh man, I really hope that isn't the forest that's burning as he emerges from the forest. But, yeah, so,
Are you sure he's not like nature?
Rusty, roll your check. Orin's
Perception?
gonna get all the info, but just so I can determine how much
Another-
everybody's able to see at first.
Another perception? I got an 8.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Okay, so yeah, Mott and Rusty, you guys, can see, and, we'll say that Kratom thinks that there's a thunderstorm brewing behind the smoke because of all the thundering footsteps.
Yeah.
But you see
Sounds
a
like
massive
storms are coming.
hundreds, if not potentially thousands, as they stretch into the distance across some plains of orcs and other creatures that are mixed in. Orin, you're able to make out a couple
They're
of
headed
the
straight for Gondor.
Yeah, no, I was also thinking Lord of the Rings.
yeah, essentially that scale.
Oh my.
But Orin, you're able to notice that there are some goblins riding on some orcs that are being annoying. A couple end up being thrown off, and maybe there's a broken neck on a goblin that gets left behind. There are some kobolds mixed in. There are, let's see, how much would you be able to recognize? There are, yeah, especially with the nat 20, you'd see a couple of giant spiders scattered about, some dire wolves, various bears,
Bears?
armored bears.
Oh.
Oh, bugbears. Fun.
So the inverse
No,
of
just
me.
armored bears, not bugbears.
There are also bugbears.
Never mind, I stand corrected.
Are there
Perception
bugbears
six,
on
What do
bears?
you want from me?
A sandwich.
Yes, I'll say yes for the laugh of it. There
there
are
bear
bugbears riding armored bears. And there are a couple.
Situation's getting grisly.
Make me an Arcana check.
Awesome. Is this Arcana based purely on magic or technology?
Magic.
Okay. Hold on one sec. Where's my fucking... Sorry, my window was opening up in a weird spot.
Yep, no worries.
Arcana, where the fuck? There it is.
Yeah. Those are some weird felines that have these. Are those tentacles coming out of its back and it's got like 6 legs or something? What have you heard of before? Something that has inspired some sort of various things.
Something that
It's a displacer
some
beast.
kind. Damn it!
There are displacer beast predators. Sorry.
I was just gonna say some kind of beast that can displace,
Yep.
Oh my
I'm sorry
God.
for ruining your bit.
like some kind of displacer beast. Oh wait,
And yeah, they all seem to be marching together.
based on their direction. Okay, so that is that arrow on the map pointing towards
Yes.
the way they seem to be going.
Yes, they are going away from Rockwell. They are turning into, because of your history of Rockwell, you know that to the west of Rockwell, part of the reason why you didn't go that way is it is a large and very dense swamp.
Huh.
And with that nat 20, I will also give you this. You see in the distance 3 specks flying above where the army is. They are too far away for you to see what they are.
Fun.
Swamp sound.
They're gnats. That's how they are.
But considering how far that is, it is relatively decent size, especially for the distance.
Do they look like birds?
Dragons.
Not quite
Ah.
dragon-sized. I'll give you that much.
They're harpies, clearly.
They got themselves some
They have
wyvern.
herpes.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they need to get.
I
But
can't
yeah,
tell.
anyways, you do notice from emerging from the forest that if you guys just wait like 2 or 3 hours, you'll be able to get past the back of the army and continue towards Port Stephen without alerting them.
That seems like a good idea. I like that
I
idea.
think so.
2 to 3 hours.
No,
That's a
let's
big
fight
break.
an army. Why not?
Like you can see the tail end of it,
Hey, hey,
and you're just
maybe they're
gonna
friendly.
let it pass.
I look at everyone. I'm like, guys, I have an idea, and just casually like
I walk
change
out
into
of
an
the
orc.
forest.
I'm kidding.
You change into a very short orc.
Oh, they're that tall, are they?
Yeah, orcs are about 10 plus feet tall usually.
Oh,
Wait, what?
You mean ogres?
Yeah, I think you're that confused.
yeah, orcs are like
Orcs are
not that big.
okay, so like 9 to 10 feet, something like that.
Just say orcs ain't that
No,
big.
That's it. Yeah,
Full orcs? Half orcs are about
Full
7
orcs?
feet. Full orcs would be up to like 10 feet.
I'm googling this.
What kind of
I would
orcs are
think.
you looking at?
You're thinking of Orakai, maybe?
What?
Yeah, half orcs 5 to well over 6 feet tall, so I can see like full blood being like 6 to 7.
Maybe they're
Well, these are big
modified, who
ones.
knows?
Fuck you, these are big ones. This is my world.
This is my campaign. It has 10-foot orcs. Y'all can deal with it.
Oh my
Exactly.
Glacier beasts are
Rather
also
not.
orcs.
But yeah,
They're magically enhanced evil super orcs.
There we go.
Oh my.
Done. Like every other good show, we'll fill all the plot holes with magic.
Magic, I ain't gotta explain shit.
Look, you don't know if they were genetically engineered that way.
Where's my phone? I must
where
have
is your
left
phone?
It's like the MCU with nanotechnology.
Where
and
is your
vibranium.
sending device?
I got rid of that.
Yeah, because you got a new one.
So
Oh
should
yeah,
we,
that one. I forgot about that.
you guys, should we do something about this? This is a lot of guys down there. They don't
I'm
look
just
super
gonna-
happy.
I'm just gonna use my Bluetooth and
Yep.
send a message back to New Masara.
Yep.
And let whoever answers
Who-
the phone
who-
know about that.
What direction are
Well-
they going in?
It is the sending spell, so you picked the target. And you have 25 words.
Security chief man, whatever the chief did.
Gotcha.
Captain of the guard.
Drock.
Yes, Drock.
All right, what 25 words do you tell him?
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh shit, oh fuck.
No. Large army heading southwest consists of orcs, kobolds, goblins, etc. Going past Masara / Rockwell towards swamp. I don't know if that's 25 words or not.
You have 7 left to work with.
Okay, I was like, all right. I was like, appear to be heading. No, I was like, sorry, hold on.
Yep, no worries.
Past Masara Rockwell. Appear to be heading towards swamp.
All right.
Okay.
After a few minutes, you do get a response from him. Thank you for the update. That is concerning news. We'll keep guards focused, watching east and south sides of city. Thank you again.
Boop.
Yep. So yeah, you have used the charge of the sending Bluetooth for the day.
Couldn't
No.
say thank you, goodbye.
No, there wasn't enough words for that.
No, the sending stone
No.
itself.
No. But yeah, anyways, you guys are able to watch the army, and it eventually moves down and away. I
Oh,
missed
there's something you don't see every day.
How many dead goblins are there that they left?
Hold on, I will be right back.
there's only about 5 that you can see.
5 every what was that? 5 hours?
2 or 3 hours.
Jeez.
Were there any alive that got left behind?
So,
No.
5 out of what was probably like 20,000.
But
Maybe
to
not
keep
quite that
telling-
big, but yes.
Do any of you know Commune with Dead?
I know how to hit
Um,
things.
That's a cleric
Well, that's always
specialty.
nice.
And you guys don't have a cleric or a paladin currently.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Look, I go smash.
I go smash,
Can you
not holy
smash them back
smash.
to life?
No, that's called a paladin. That's a holy smash.
I see. You
Yeah.
wouldn't happen to know how to communicate with dead people, would you?
Again,
I
that is
barely know
a
how to
cleric or
communicate.
paladin thing. You do not have either with you at this time.
What about now?
Oh yeah, necromancer potentially too. Anyways, the day progresses.
Well, I guess it's time to introduce my new character. Kidding.
Could we go investigate some of the bodies and see if we recognize like their armor or anything about them that might look familiar?
Or
I
like
mean-
a symbol.
Hold on,
It-
Bobby. Can
Mhm.
I actually? Can we? You and I just hop in the other chat for a second? I don't want to like go
Okay.
blurting this out in case it's accurate.
Fair enough. Yes.
Okay. Based on the movement of the army, where they're coming from.
Yep.
Will I be able, whether I have to make a check for it or not, be able to deduce whether or not they were the forces that we saw hiding in Old Masara?
This
'Cause I-
seems like a lot more than it was there. But that'd be too far away. Yeah, you could maybe guess that they could have branched up together, but you don't really know, especially because you saw the goblins and kobolds that are a part of the army.
Uh-huh.
It's too difficult to tell.
Okay.
All right, let's move back.
Okay.
Jake would pee, but he's listening.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, with that, you guys do. I believe Mott wanted to at least like inspect like for armor and the armor and such. Like spend a little time getting closer. If you guys wait for the army to get farther away to avoid being spotted, or would you want to just head dead east to just progress before anything would potentially happen and just be like, let's get the fuck out of here?
I think it would be very pressing to us. So probably just direct route.
Yeah, so we'd continue on, I imagine.
All right. And then Jake, since you're listening, when you get back, I'll have you roll a extra perception check as you pass remotely by some of the bodies, just to try to get a better look, but we'll have the group continue on. That way everyone can be happy. So yeah, you guys continue on for the rest of the day, and it becomes nighttime as you feel like you're getting closer, and you could probably reach it within another day or so, according to Mott, if you guys keep the pace up, and yeah, you'll be able to settle down for the evening and take your watches.
My watches?
Like rotating watch.
Yeah, like a clock.
I realized it the second I said it.
We talking like those cheap plastic watches, or we all have like a Rolodex?
Anyways, Mott, give me 2 perception checks. One for trying to get a better look at the bodies as you guys hurry past in the open area. And then the second one will be for your first watch.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Perception. Bop. And bop.
All
Not
right.
bad, not bad.
For the trying to determine if you recognize their armor and such, on the couple that you pass, they're slightly better armored than the ones that you usually had come across. Vaguely
Ugh.
reminiscent of the commanding ones that were in the underground forest dungeon that was to the southwest of Masara. But clearly these ones weren't commanders in something this drastically large of an army.
Which Masara?
New one.
Okay.
The dungeon that you guys cleared.
I see.
Okay.
Like that's the armor quality was the ones that were commanders in that one.
Well, that's not ideal.
Those guys were grunts in this army.
Yee.
And then for your watch, you can see the smoke in the distance getting fainter and fainter as they are still moving away. And that's about it.
Did we ever see what was smoking?
Yeah, there was a bunch of torches that the army was carrying.
Okay.
Sorry,
In the
I forgot
day?
to clarify that.
Good call, good call.
It was like,
Torches.
do they have like a
Some of them
lava
were like,
It's like big fuck off warning. Like, don't you fucking come over here.
yeah, that, and it was a mixture between torches and then during the day they were like cooking things on mobile platforms that a couple of the beasts were pulling to just keep people fed throughout the day.
Chicken
Look,
on the
I'm
go.
bad at bullshit, but come on.
I like it.
I'm terrible with continuity.
No, I like where this is
Hey.
going.
Don't eat that.
Anyways, next watch.
You got ye olde food trucks in their military.
Yes. Thank you, Dave. Speaking of
Mhm.
which, give me your perception check for your rest or your watch of the
Certainly.
rest. And I am always assuming that for this, you guys are putting up both bubbles.
28.
Both bubbles? Why would we need both bubbles?
One invisibility, one
security.
protection. So you don't get
Oh,
spotted.
does the other one
and-
not protect?
Yeah, it's just invisibility. It's not a barrier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just prevents distant eyes from spotting the camp. But yeah, anyways, you see a few more woodland creatures. None of them have any crazy features. And the
Oh,
rest of
good.
your night passes without incident.
Next.
Orin.
Huh?
Perception check, please.
I was gonna say, nice.
All right, 19. Oh my god, it's a fleet of roads. They're coming up on the campsite. No, I'm just kidding. No incident. I literally rolled perfectly nothing again. And Rusty, you wake up for your watch.
Hello.
That is a 13. It's peaceful, quiet. There's like maybe a couple of woodland creatures rustling in the bushes in the distance, but aside from that, nothing. All right, and daybreak again.
Yeah.
You guys begin your journey once more. You end
Dun-dun-dun.
up reaching the coastline and seeing the vast ocean to the distance.
Yay.
Nice, nice.
And you guys, and Mott, based off of your history and the knowledge that you guys had accumulated before leaving Masara, you know to just follow the coastline south, and you guys will be able to reach Port Stephen by the end of the day.
Cool, cool.
So, as you start, as the sun starts to set on this fourth day, you guys do eventually see lights and faint smoke as there is a calm little town port up ahead.
Huzzah!
And Mott, you're in familiar territory here. You recognize Port Stephen.
Hooray!
So,
Oh, do you want to enter this sneakily?
No, we're in disguise.
Yes. That's why I'm
No, we are
asking if
going
you
to be
want
in
to do
disguise.
sneakily and disguise.
Well, if we're going to be doing disguise, then I suppose at this point I could be turned into a Great Dane, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Put your collar on.
Yep.
you can
It's already
also
effects.
hold on doing that until you're like much closer. I'm just saying that you see the town in the distance.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's before we enter the
So
town.
I'm just
or
giving you
before
guys
we
the chance
inside.
to get the physical disguises ready
Hmm.
instead of the magical one.
I put on my fisherman garb and I transform into some old salt-looking guy instead of Jenkins.
All right.
Put on a hat.
Exactly. I have a bucket hat.
The hat.
Which hat?
My fancy hat.
Oh, you're. I thought you were making a suggestion to me for a second. And I was like, I have a hat.
No, I have a hat.
Put on the hat and
Lid.
get that prepared.
The lid.
Kramer's
Oh,
gonna get
you
ready
gave
to
me boots or something, didn't
Patrick,
you?
that's not a jar. That's a blue-eyed
cloak.
white dragon.
Cloak.
It won't disguise you, but it'll with the hood up, it prevents people from seeing you as easily and makes you be feeling better at sneakiness. It does not disguise what you are, it disguises where you are. But
Nice.
it is a very covering cloak. So you guys don your disguises and approach the town, activating the magits that you need once just before reaching the town's borders. And yeah, there is basically not much of a guard, and there's no real walls or gates. You guys are able to just wander into the port town. So,
That seems about right.
well, there's no like wall or gates like Masara had, because like they were out in the wilderness. These guys seem to be settled on the coastline and evidently don't seem to see much trouble from the local wildlife
For them.
or that
They're
army,
living it up.
evidently.
Yeah, right. Wait a minute.
Yeah, so Mott, there is the carve house which the group operated out of before. You could go to the tavern/inn for the night, which to your memory was the Salty Sea Breeze. And
It's nighttime.
it's evening, like the sun is setting as you guys were approaching, and it's like the faint sky is orange, but you can't see the sun anymore. Like it's dimming out.
Actually, are we tired or?
Relatively, but you could go a few more hours before needing to hunker in for the night.
All right, I'm going to talk to the group about our game plan here. So, guys,
Mm-hmm.
way I see it,
Oh wait, I'm a dog. Bark.
I don't know if the guild is still going to be operating in that carve house, but I don't know if we want to, risk sleeping in this town where they could still be here, or just go investigate it right now and be stealthy about it and see if they're actually there. What do you think?
Well, how do these thieves operate? Are they nighttime? Are they all time?
Mostly nighttime. So it's
Mostly nighttime for a lot of things, but it was swindling is their specialty. So they're
they're just
able to
sort of a
be
24
brazen
hour
out in the
ordeal.
day sometimes too.
So
Basically,
I
would you
don't
guys
have
like to go address this now or sleep first?
I don't have that much intelligence.
Do you
Hey,
want to
neither
sleep
do
in
I,
a
man.
comfy bed, or do you want to go back to the forest and start anew in the morning, or take a look around in the evening first?
I mean,
I'd
Kratom, I
bark,
don't think cares.
make a circle,
I
and
mean, I
lay
guess
down and
we
close
are in
my eyes real
disguise
quick
too.
before
Hold on.
standing up again.
You made a circle in what, Kratom?
Laid down, closed eyes, stood up again.
Okay, so Kratom's tired. He wants to sleep, and we're in disguise. So I think we should just go get a room for now. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
All
Do
right,
they
let's do
allow
it.
dogs?
Sounds like
We
you guys
could
are gonna
slip him
find
some
out.
extra money.
All right, so you're heading straight towards the inn first.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so we're now
Unless
in
anyone
the
wants to
fort.
make a stop anywhere.
You know that there's not much really to stop at. It's mostly the
okay.
residents of fishermen and such, as well as wherever the sultans would operate out of.
Some fish markets and
There-
whatnot too.
There were like part of the reason you guys were in the carve house was it was an abandoned one at one point.
I
So
see.
the group moved in and never had issues because they were stealthy about entering and exiting.
Gotcha.
So
All
you
right,
avoid
well,
the
after the
coastline
tavern
to avoid
or
being
inn, rather.
down by the carve house, and you head towards the inn, which is mostly towards the center, but slightly more on the inland side of the port town. And as you enter in, things are not quite bustling, but there's a calm chatter. Handful of tables are occupied, and there is a half-elf bard at the edge of the bar. Like, oh, come on, can't I put on a performance, draw in some various energies, and I don't have much money on me, but I'd like to be able to get a room here, and 3 gold is so expensive for just one room. Look, sir, I'm sorry. There's 2 beds in every room. It's just a flat cost. I gotta do my business. If you don't got the gold, I'm sorry, I can't offer you a room. We don't accept payments in that form. Oh, come on, I've got so much talent. I'm a traveling bard after all. Come on. No, sir. Fine, and I'll find my own place to settle down then. And he huffs out. What? Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. Uh-oh.
All right. You get this feeling, but looking around the room, you don't see anybody doing anything. So,
What feeling?
You get the feeling like something's just very slightly off, like something's missing, but you can't quite piece what it is.
In the room?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
People?
Yeah, he said there were a few people, right?
Yeah, there were most a good handful of tables were filled. But yeah, so. And this is like after you guys have like approached in and like waited behind the half elf, and he stormed out past you guys and out the door.
All right. While
Wait,
we're
we
approaching,
need a bard.
what?
Give me 1 second.
I don't say that in character.
Could I use the message cantrip to the group all individually and say I think something's off here, but I can't put my finger on it?
Yep.
Because
I was just
use
rolling
caution.
stuff. Give me 1 second. I gotta check things. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop, 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 boop. No, I don't need that one. Eh. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, I should have had these up sooner. Wait, no, I don't need that one.
It's okay. My burp wasn't a complaint.
Okay. Kratom and Rusty.
Mhm.
About half a minute after the half elf walked out, you guys just barely notice two hooded individuals walking out behind afterwards. Right as Mott sent the message to you guys.
Wait, they noticed what now?
They noticed two hooded individuals walking out after the elf left.
Mm-mm.
And the barkeep asks, "So what are you all here for? We don't get too many adventures these days."
Bobby, just quickly, did you?
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have
input
said
the-
adventures. We don't. Sorry, we don't get too many groups wandering through town these days. Sorry. Continuing.
Did you put the Cloak of Elvenkind stats in, or am I missing that? Because I see it in my inventory.
Yeah, I did. I could have sworn I told you I put it in and what it did. It's not like it has its own separate role.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
But it should
Oh,
say in the
oh,
description
I'm being
somewhere.
dumb. I could. Okay, so you click. Okay,
You got it? And you can
Yeah.
see how it has those two bonuses for you?
I see mods here.
What? No, my windows. Why did everything just minimize?
Well, you wear this cloak with the hood up.
Yep.
Blah, blah,
All right, so
blah, blah.
you're good.
Yeah, I just didn't click the right thing. Okay. Never mind.
I'm still good. Okay. So yeah. As the barkeep is addressing you, and you two notice that, you have a response back to Mott with the message cantrip. Kratom or Rusty. Orin did not notice this.
You didn't get a message from me?
No, he just didn't notice the two leaving.
Oh.
I didn't even get a perception check.
I was using passives.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said I gotta check something.
I would say there's two men following the bard.
Hmm.
Do you think we should go help him?
As the barkeep is addressing, we don't get too many groups moving in through town. What brings you guys here?
We were gonna go fishing, but something actually just came up. We'll probably be back in a little while.
Before we go, how much do your rooms cost?
It was 3 gold per room. Each room has 2 beds.
Want to hold some for us?
I'll just
If you-
put the down payment on it now.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
He was just in the process of saying, if you pay me, they're yours for the night, whether you're there or not.
Perfect.
Not shady at all.
I mean,
That's
He was
almost
saying that because
Yeah,
of you
that's-
guys saying you got something else to go do.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Besides, that's how a hotel works. You go in, you pay for your room, and they give you your key. And you just come
Yep.
and go as you
not
please.
obligated
So,
to stay
how many
there.
rooms? As he turns to the wall behind him that has a cabinet that he
assume-
opens with keys inside.
I assume
All right,
there's
let's see here.
I imagine we can get 2 rooms.
2 rooms. Because
Yep.
Yeah. He's like,
He
just
Ten
doesn't
two's
say that
fine.
there's a capacity. He just says that there's 2 beds in each room.
I assume
Two
everyone
rooms.
wants their
2 rooms.
bed. I mean, I am a robot, so
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if you guys were going to cram into one room or not.
We do have a dog with us. He can
Yeah,
sleep
one
on
of
the
you
foot
guys is a
somebody's
dog right
bed.
now. Just make sure that what you clean up after that one.
Actually, why don't we just get one room since one of us is a dog?
Oh my god. He's not gonna be a dog forever.
Yeah, 2 rooms is fine.
And I know you're not saying that out loud. No worries.
All right,
Yes, please. Oh
let's
God.
pay the man and go follow those guys outside.
So, you pay 6 gold over. Oren, you said you were putting down the down payment or something. So
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah,
So-
I'll give him the 6 gold.
All right, you marked off the 6 gold. He hands you 2 keys, and then yeah. So I presume you guys are wandering back out.
I message Jordan and say somebody just followed that bard outside and like some cloaked figures followed them outside. We're gonna go check it out.
Cool.
All right. So as you guys all get outside, I would need everyone to roll perception checks now because you are actively hunting.
Neat.
Oh my God. What is with my
Uh,
perception?
This is fine.
Since I'm a dog now, don't I get? Yeah, I have advantage.
Yeah,
on
you could
perception
use
checks for
you
hearing
would have
or
advantage
smell.
for using smell to trace. So yeah, you have advantage on your roll.
Nice. Good boy.
You get advantage for using smell detect.
Well, it's a good thing there's 2 of these things.
Who's a good Dave?
Roof.
Roof. The roof is on Ryer.
Oh,
24. Very nice. So you're searching for a couple scents. You definitely smell the cologne of the fancy bard half elf that was going through, and they seem to have gone to the right. And you start leading the party, I presume, and the party, I presume, follows.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going after? Yeah.
what is it, boy?
Can I pull my hood up just for?
I assumed you just had the hood up the whole time. Like when
Um,
they were leaving, they almost bumped into you on their way
oh,
out
gotcha. Okay.
because they were
Yeah, I'll-
focused.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Just
Also,
because you're
how
trying to
much
conceal
time
what you are.
has passed on my transformation?
I'd say wandering, especially going straight to the inn since Mont knew where it was, only about 15 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
Like it's a small town, and you shifted like right before somebody would have seen you.
Yep.
I'm giving you the maximum on that.
Thank you.
And about 4 buildings down, you detect that you are very close, and especially with the passengers. Yeah, I'll give this to everybody. You guys hear a couple of thuds, and a cough. So I want all of you to roll stealth checks if you are approaching stealthily.
I think so.
Yeah, hold on.
Coughs and thuds.
A couple.
Wait. With this, you have advantage on stealth.
You have advantage
check.
on stealth checks.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Aren't I? I'm also I'm wearing my boots of Elvenkind because I'm not a fool.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
could
good
also
call.
be getting advantage on that.
I just need to double check what the bonus is for that.
And Dave, does a dog stats have about the same dexterity as you, or
Let's take a look.
Take a look.
They have a
It's in
dex
a
of
book.
40.
Reading.
Well, actually, my dex modifier does carry over.
no, wait, your dex modifier would? I know your proficiencies would, but I'm pretty sure that it
No,
was.
proficiencies don't. The ones that carry over are my -1 to intelligence, +2 to wisdom, +1 to charisma, +2 to dex, and the poison resistant.
I mean, it makes sense because, like, he's just transforming into that. He's not like literally
Yeah.
becoming one. Like, it's
Okay,
like he
okay.
same,
I wasn't sure if it followed the same exact rules as polymorph, where it's like,
same.
oh hey,
mind,
the physical
body.
stats stay the change to the beast, but the
It's slightly different.
okay. My apologies,
No worries.
but yeah. So let's see, we've got Oren, you were supposed to have advantage on your roll, so second roll.
I know. I'm literally still just trying to figure out what
Yeah.
the stats are.
The only things that don't carry over are strength and con, from what I'm looking.
Yeah, because I believe Boots of Eventide were just like, oh hey, you advantage with stealth checks that rely on sound, which this would also rely on sound because it is both.
Okay. Oh, well, that's
yeah,
much better.
the
So
other type. So yeah. So we got 20, 19, 21, and 20. Okay, yeah. You guys essentially, like something out of the old cartoons, are able to just peek out just enough around the corner at different heights with the dog at the bottom, boom, and then the old man, and then the tall robo. And you guys see these two hooded individuals essentially given a shakedown to the bard. All right, I'm gonna ask you again. What are you doing here? I'm just passing through town. I'm a traveling bard. Yeah, that's why you caught our interest. Now, one of them is essentially interrogating. The other one is rooting through the bard's backpack on the ground next to him. He pulls out two instruments: a lute and a flute.
You're going to screw those up, Bobby.
A lute is a plucking type instrument versus a flute is a wind instrument. I know
Yes,
that much.
you're going to say
A
one
string
thing
instrument.
and then say the other.
he's got to loot the flute.
He's
and the
going to
lute.
I've got notes, Ian. I've got notes for this encounter.
Okay.
There. So do you guys move in or do you wait?
Okay, I'm moving in.
I will say to Mott really quick. I think they're looking for you.
I think you might be right.
Just a hunch.
Do you still move in, Mott, or do you wait?
I just nod to the group and step out and yell, "Hey, leave him alone."
They both of the hooded individuals stop and then look your way. Move on, old man. You didn't see
No.
anything.
I don't think I will.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. You pop your head back around the corner and turn invisible.
Pocket gnome, go.
Yeah, actually, yeah. No, I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna while invisible. I'm gonna go up towards them
All right.
and like behind them.
As you're moving up, the one that
I-
was rooting through the bag puts down the instruments and starts headed your way, Mott. We
I cast
said
Dissonant
move
Whispers on him.
Okay, what do I got to roll?
Hold on.
Wait, what are you using?
Dissonant Whispers.
What
Oh.
instrument do you pull out for your casting? Because
The
you're a
guitar.
bard.
His
Okay.
fancy new, completely unique rock guitar
Obviously.
His newly modified.
that we built from scratch. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Was it from scratch? I thought you modified his.
No, we built one from scratch.
No,
Oh,
it was
all
modified
right.
from the existing one.
Oh, was it?
Like you put all the components into it and heavily modified it, but you had the original guitar as a base.
Oh,
For
I
some
could've
reason, I'm clicking Dissonant Whispers on the I have it under my weapons,
Is it probably
and it's
popping
not
up?
working.
Yeah, don't do it under weapons. Do it from your spell slot,
Oh, okay.
especially since you're using the spell slot. So you pull out the
There we
guitar
go.
and start playing. So as the one that was holding the other bard goes, wait, I don't recognize that. That must be him.
Can I do something?
Give me 1 second. I'm rolling the save for the Dissonant Whispers first, and then it'll be your round.
Okay, cool.
All right, so 15. Sorry, I rolled the 15
Wait,
on the
I didn't mean to
die
do
for the
that twice.
save. No worries. So half damage and target does not run away. So the one that was approaching you takes, that would be 4 damage. Let's round it down. and does not. He hears the melody and just goes, "He has to be the one. He's Mott."
Uh
You pulled out the
Oops.
guitar.
oh. Yeah.
All right, so Orin, you're invisible. What are you doing with your sneaky bonus behind them?
Now he said it out loud, right?
Yep, they don't know that the
Okay.
rest of you are there.
Okay, I'm making sure.
I mean, I'm invisible and look like the fucking Lucky Charms man right now. So, guy's hat.
All right, Orin, or disguise name that I forget. What you up to?
And there's a dog.
So I'm behind both of them, right?
Yep.
Now
I'll
I know
say-
we don't really have a visual thing here. How close are they to one another?
Because one was approaching, I'd say 10 feet away from each other.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a tiny servant. I'm gonna because it doesn't make. I don't think it makes noise, or I mean, it doesn't really state if it makes noise. But I'm
Mhm.
gonna make a tiny construct, on the ground behind the first guy,
Mm-hmm.
and just
The
kind of
first
have
guy
it
is
right.
the first guy being the
I
the
should
one
say
that was
the guy,
approaching,
the guy,
or the one that
no,
was
no, no,
holding
no,
the
no,
half
no,
elf.
sorry, yeah, the guy the guy that's furthest away from the group. So the
That'd be
guy
the-
in the back.
Yep, that would be the one that's holding up the half elf right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna have the tiny servant kind of like sit there on the ground and just kind of like target the guy, and then
The tiny servant
What?
materializes behind him without him noticing.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and I'm just gonna very gently put it behind his back and just quietly say, "I think you guys should stop."
Oh my god.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll with advantage because you are invisible, poking this into his back.
Okay.
But is he over there or is the tiny servant over there?
Whoops, I forgot to roll.
He's got
with
the tiny
advantage.
servant in his back up next to him.
Ah.
Yep, no worries. So
Hold on, sorry, where's
one
my
more
other
roll.
one? Oh, there we go. That's much better.
Yep. So at first he looks to the half elf thinking that the half elf is pulling some shit, but then sees how he has both his arms up against the wall, and then realizes, wait, that wasn't the same voice. And his
Wait,
face goes a
something
little
sharp is
pale.
poking- There's something sharp poking into my back.
Yes. Hey, Tom, hold off a minute, man. Mott's not alone. And he'll say that. The one that got dissonant whispered pauses, looks back, doesn't see anything. What do you mean?
Sorry.
We've got company. Behave. For now.
I
And-
gesture to the bard that was being interrogated to like just kind of like head tilt to the side, like run.
So the one that was holding him slowly lets go, puts his hands up so that Orin can see, even though he doesn't see Orin himself. And the bard picks up the instruments and the other things from his bag, scoops them in quickly, and runs a. Thanks. I'm gonna go get a room, and takes off back towards the end.
I smile and nod at him.
All right. So you have these two. You guys currently have one with his arms up, and the other one just standing about, I'll say about 10 feet away from Maud as well. So he's like directly in the middle between the two party members, essentially, and the rest waiting around the corner. All right. So what's the plan now? Says the one with the crossbow in his back.
I walk up to the one without the crossbow that I dissonant whispered and slowly pull
He
out
leans
the
back a
magic,
little.
I just say, "Where's Vetter?" as I slowly take out the magic dagger.
I'm also good. Up
What?
and next to him, growling at the guy.
Yes,
What's a
I love it.
magic head?
Beautiful. All right. So, Mott, intimidation with advantage because of the help from your trusty companion.
Excuse you?
Hmm.
I'm a big
The
dog,
advantage
but I'm
button
not
doesn't
that
seem to
big.
be working. But let me just roll twice then.
I'm giving him the advantage because you're doing the growl to essentially help him.
Ah, there we go.
All right, 21. He's probably I don't know where he is exactly myself. We were told to keep an eye out for you. Maybe he's back at base.
Which base? And if you don't know, who does know?
There's a old mansion along the coast to the south, a couple hours out of the port. It's probably where he is.
Is he being held?
I don't know. I was given a mission, told that you'd be probably coming this way, and to keep an eye out for any individuals or suspicious groups.
Is it just you two?
They look at each other. They smile a little bit. Obviously not. You know the Sultan's better
Is
than
it
that.
just you two in town?
That's what we thought you were referring to.
Oh, shit. Well, where are the others?
At wherever they're stationed, we were told to keep an eye on the inn. Made sure the barkeep behaved.
You have the barkeep paid off, or you're intimidating him?
Something I forgot to mention. Where the barkeep was there was a support pillar, and that he leans against, and especially with a couple of the perception checks, there were a couple papers on his side of it that you guys could not read or see what was on the papers. I apologize.
Oh boy.
But this gives context to what is probably on those papers.
I would say so. Alright, well now the question is, what do we do with you two?
This town is Sultan territory. You're not going to be able to do much.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I can think of a few things, and you wouldn't like them.
The guy with the arrow in his back, who was originally the boss, but is kind of crumbling under this pressure. Yeah, I'd listen to him, man, Tom.
Where can we go that's safe from you?
That's a good question, ain't it? Says the one that was whispered, and like, because you guys haven't done anything too hostile, you're just holding them. He's enjoying giving some information,
He's enjoying it.
Well,
but he's feeling confident that you're not going to do too much to him, even though he took a little bit of damage.
I'm going to have the the tiny construct scuttle its way over to him, the one that's
Okay.
doesn't have an arrow in his back,
Yep.
and then scuttle its way up his thing onto his shoulder, and start
what
staring
the fuck
at
is this?
it, and start staring at his head as it subtly starts to hum.
The fuck is this thing, Mott?
Oh.
What do you mean? If you don't know,
Oh, look at me,
then
man.
can I at least get rid of it? As he
Nope.
points with his eyes
I wouldn't
down
do
towards
that.
Dadders.
That's a big no-no.
I'm going to have it use an incredibly weak shot to give him an idea of what it can do. Like we're talking like maybe a point of damage, just kind of like
Okay.
almost like a slap to the face with its little shot.
Fucking what the hell?
That was
Why did a
really
big hand just come out?
I just kind of say in the back, that's specifically it holding back as much as I can possibly make it.
As he's got like this big welt on his cheek now.
Would you like to see it at that range at full power?
Takes a deep inhale. No, I don't think so. Here, I thought we were the sneaky ones.
Well,
Always
if you guys have
something
no
to
more
fish.
information to give us, then
We might. Might not. Depends on what you
Well, you
you
better
asked.
decide really soon.
Depends on what you asked. What
Give me
information you
something to
looking
work
for?
with here.
I told you, there's an old mansion to the south that's been one of our bases recently.
Uh-huh.
Follow the coastline, and you probably won't be able to miss it. It's right on the water.
Bobby, do they have unique outfits on?
They're very plain clothes because of them. Their mission being in this town, keeping an eye out for you.
And they just have, like, cloaks on over that?
Yeah, it's plain clothes with a very basic cloak. That's
okay.
just covering most of them. You can see that they are both humans because of being this close and interrogating like this.
Well, I guess you could have one more use for me. And the one I have, the, what do you call it? The, like, right in front of me, I would like to change into him.
Oh God, it really is you.
And I take my scimitar hilt and bash him over the head, attempting to knock him out.
Okay. Roll the attack and damage.
Oh shit.
8 damage. Oh, no need for that.
Why are you still awake? I do it again.
I'll say this: if you keep doing this, it's going to take a while, and you might start fighting back.
All right, then the cannon's gonna help.
Oh my Okay,
Go sleep. Go sleep.
Good sleep.
Jesus Christ! All right, so especially after that, nat
I'm
20,
not known for
and
my brute
please
force.
roll
I'm doing my best.
Please roll damage, Orin, for
Okay.
this round. Oh my God! I was trying to predict as much as possible, but goddamn, I forgot about
10
that.
points of
we-
force damage.
Okay, so hold on. 10 plus that 10 plus 8. He's barely holding on. Fuck it. And willingly passes out at this point.
Oh my god.
to try
Where
to
was the other
avoid
guy?
being knocked out. He's got the crossbow in his back. He's like, what do you want? You
That's
got
gonna have the,
information. What do you want?
The thing's gonna go scurry onto his shoulder now.
Hey, I'm complying.
Oh, it's not humming. It's not humming. It's just sitting there.
Yep, but the fact that it scuttled over there to him and he just saw the thing just point blank to help knock out his buddy. Oh my God.
Oh, you know what? You could help me with one more thing. What was that other guy's name?
I called it was Tom. You knocked out
okay.
Tom.
Cool. I'm Tom now.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes. That's what he was calling him. He was responding to it. Might not be the original name, but you also haven't asked what he's identified as.
And you are?
He gives a small smirk. Tom.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Should I insight that as well?
Sure. They're clearly under orders to call each other Tom.
You're Tom, he's Tom, I'm Tom!
Any other Toms we should know about?
Well, I mean, there's the Tom with the wall. There's the Tom probably patrolling the city or the town. There's the Tom
When
on the
did
water.
you guys start doing this gimmick?
Once we know you were coming.
Ugh.
What's Mott spelled backwards?
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch.
There's a freebie for you.
It was funny tidbit about the name. I saw it in the list of changeling names, but it was also my friend Tom would call himself that sometimes, like for fun. So it was me paying homage to that. But anyways, wow, that's I don't know if that's sinister or just weird in a stalkery kind of way.
Because that
Yeah,
kind of does like the preconceived notion of, hey, you're all going to call each other Tom, because for all you know, the other guy is Mott.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, I've heard enough from the Toms.
What are you gonna do with me?
Well, the same thing, of course.
Ah, shit. Come the fuck up. And he, after a few rounds, after the first initial one, just because
shift your elbow over this to the left. There we go, and then
he's
squeeze
going to
the
attack.
deck.
Once you walk up, Mott, for your attack, he's going to attempt to retaliate with a strike.
And then he remembers there's a crossbow bolt digging.
Oh,
into
he
his
knows,
back.
but he's like, if I'm gonna go down anyways, fuck it.
Smoke bomb.
He doesn't have one, unfortunately. And he flashes with your blade. He takes some damage, but then he also strikes you for. And this guy seemed really light on his feet, trying to pull his back off of the crossbow when it happened, but he gets Mott for 12 damage.
What did you get for a roll?
He got a 19 on the die.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Got 12 on me, Jesus.
Well, I guess the cannon's going
Roads,
full
man,
now.
especially certain types.
I wonder what being pushed 5 feet back while I'm at point blank range to your face would do to your spine.
It'd probably be having.
He's
Only one
not.
way to find out,
He
I
gets
guess.
into one stab, gets with the cannon, and slams into the wall and is unconscious, bleeding a little.
And here I was thinking it would snap his neck.
He had enough health. But yeah,
Okay, guys.
you guys now have 2 unconscious road types in this alley.
Great. Thanks for helping me with that intimidation, guys. I thought that went really well, all things considered.
I did nothing.
And Oren, you're
Exactly.
still invisible, aren't you? Because you didn't strike him
Yes.
yourself. You just had
Oh
the
yeah,
cannon.
yeah. No,
Yep.
exactly. I'm still invisible. Specifically, why I never actually shot.
Yup.
It's best to not have any of you guys reveal yourselves anyways. I don't know how many of us
I mean, it's
there are
fine
that
because
way.
my hat of disguise right
Ian,
now.
I know you're bored, but come on, man.
What?
What was I gonna say? Okay, so I'm gonna grab the first Tom's clothes and cloak and put them on.
Okay.
Does your clothes not also disguise with you?
Nope.
No.
It's only his physical attributes.
And I pack
You
the
think we
guitar
should-
away, and I'm just not holding any instruments right now.
You think maybe we could borrow the bard's instruments for you? Since clearly they recognized your instrument.
Oh, I have some other instruments. I just wanted to make a point.
Point taken.
That other bard went back to that hotel, though, and it's clearly under their control. We might want to go see if he's okay.
So there we
Why were there lucky
What should we
charms?
do with these guys?
That's what I'm
That's what
wondering.
That's my hat. That's what my hat makes me look like right now. So even if I drop cloaking, that's what I'm gonna look like.
We're
Oh my God.
following the leader, the leader, the leader.
So wait,
Alright.
what do we do with our 2 unconscious friends?
Yeah, that's a good question, because clearly the whole town is controlled by the guild, and if any of them find them,
Controlled by Tom.
they're all
Alright,
controlled by Tom.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any?
Damn it! I just realized a joke I should have made.
Are there any dumpsters or garbage bins?
I was actually gonna say, if we look around, are there like any crates or anything in this back alley that we're in? Or-
Let me roll for that because I did not determine what these buildings were.
By the
Oh,
way, I
hey.
really love the setup for that.
Thank you. Came up with it 3 days ago.
Outstanding.
So this is the back of a restaurant, but there are 2 very full trash bins of scraps and such that there are a couple rats eating out of.
Rats. Put the
Too
rats
full to
with
put
the
them in
rats.
The bin is overflowing and there's bads next to it.
Okay. Well,
All right,
Dump the bin out
so
and
not even dump the bin out. Like, how many bags are we talking about? Are we talking like a lot of
3
bags?
bags. Just 3 bags right now.
Okay. I mean,
You
I'm
could
not against
potentially
digging out.
conceal them with all 3 bags, but it'd be
I was
difficult.
I mean, I was gonna say I'm not entirely against digging out garbage and burying them in it, but you know,
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Putting the trash in the trash.
yes.
Putting the trash in the trash,
And then maybe
sealing the lid.
like, do we have any like tie them up with some rope? Maybe put like a fucking thing around, a gag around their mouth so they can't like fucking shout. That way, you know, harder for them to be found.
Yeah,
The longer it takes for them to be found, the easier it'll be for us to
exactly.
go
I
about
still
our
have
day.
plenty of rope. Does anybody have anything we can? Oh, I have a great idea. So once we get them in there, Rusty, this is something you might be able to help with. I assume these are metal lids.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah, it's a very cheap metal.
I was gonna say have
It-
him like bend the metal a bit, like so it's the trash can lid is stuck.
Okay, so I have an idea
They're not
about.
gonna both fit into the barrel. It's a
Oh.
small trash barrel.
Oh, you made it seem like
It's not a dumpster.
Is there
Are there
anything
multiple?
else?
There's a reason why there's the bags overflowing from that one bin. It's the one classic metal trash bin, and then 3 full bags around it.
We could put one of the guys in the bag, but I think
I
you
mean,
can get out of that.
we do have another bag, 2 bags actually.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
oh,
It just depends on how you feel about the whole. And this is out of character. It's
Yeah.
just letting you know. So it just depends on how your character would feel about the whole shoving unconscious people into bags of holding with only 10 minutes of air.
well, you could dump them somewhere.
True.
Just a matter of where. Um,
You could probably get out of the city in about 7 or 8 minutes. Or, sorry, town. I'm just so used to you guys being in the city.
all right.
Quote,
So we
unquote.
put them in. So we put them in the bags of holding. Take them outside town and tie them to some trees. Let the bears have them.
We could also we could go full high tide minus the water, you know, just
Oh my
bury
god.
them up to like their shoulders.
Oh my god. That could work. I don't want to kill them, but I don't want them to be anywhere near the town either.
Exactly. So all we need to do is just keep something to keep them from shouting out. Bury them up to their shoulders, maybe their necks. Fill in the holes and leave.
Perfect. All right, let's do that plan.
I am a horrible person.
Listen, not murdering everyone has its prices.
Look,
Okay.
do you want to become murder hobos?
Nope.
No.
Become a murder hobo.
Hannah wants to become a murder hobo.
I'm not a sociopath. It's just creative problem solving.
Look, it would be a lot easier if we just killed our problems. It's fine.
Are you saying this is Rusty or not?
Solution.
Thank you, Hannah. What did you say?
Are you saying
you
this
saying
as
this
Rusty
in
or as
character?
Ian?
No, I'm saying this as Ian. Just
Anywho,
Why is there a picture of the Lucky Charms man?
that's what currently Jim's character looks like.
in disguise.
In disguise. Yeah, he's in disguise.
We should hurry this along though, so we can go help that bard in
Yeah.
the compromised inn.
Yep. So
Well, it's
anywho,
no longer compromised because those guys were in charge of.
well,
The whole
I mean,
town's under
yeah,
control
right.
though.
So then everything's compromised.
Bingo.
yeah, pretty much bingo bango. Watch
Oh,
this
no.
all be part of a really elaborate ruse, and this guy is in on it.
Oh my god.
I shouldn't have said that out loud. Bobby's gonna do that now.
No. I'm not
All
going
right,
to
so we
change
put them in
anything.
the bags then.
Well, I have a bag of holding, and Ian has a bag of holding. I'm pretty sure.
No,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't. I have about.
Oh no,
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 I
you're
have a
right. You're
bag
right. You have. Yeah, no, you're right. You have the
that is
bag of holding.
currently morged into my dog form.
Awkward.
Unless you want it. Unless we
I
want
mean, a
it
bag
to
of holding could
be like
probably
slinked
cram
around
2
the
people
dog.
in, barely.
I guess as long as we tie them up first.
Yeah, because
Perfect.
I can just have the bag of holding around the dog.
True.
That could work.
You're like a messenger dog.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So you guys stuff the 2 unconscious roads after tying them
Tie
up
them up. Yeah, I was
into
gonna say. Yep.
the bags of holding.
Yep.
And
I'm still
make your
invisible.
way out of town?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still invisible, so I have every intention of staying invisible in the meantime.
Yeah.
Less likely chance of
Okay.
anything weird happening with
Did we check the bot? Did we check them unconsciously for?
We can check them when we go to bury them half under the ground.
Oh my god.
Okay,
And you
fair enough.
We're not burying them alive, Bobby, just up to their necks.
With a
In the
pit
middle of
full
the
fire,
wilderness. With no one around.
with a pit full of fire ants. It's
Oh
fine.
my god. The moral ambiguity of this party.
Don't worry,
No,
we'll leave some rations and some water. Well, maybe some rations, not so much water, but we'll leave some rations.
It's like Daredevil logic. You don't
Are the
kill them.
rations
You
for
just
them or the ants?
cripple them severely.
Whichever comes first, really.
Oh my god. Anyways. So, are you guys stealthing your way out of town to avoid being seen? Are you just being in disguise
invisible.
walking out?
He's invisible. I'm in disguise as, Tom.
Maybe you should
That's why I said, are you walking out in disguise or are you walking out sneaky?
maybe just maybe change from Tom to something else. If there's other guys watching around, they might find it strange that Tom is leaving town for some reason.
With
That
a
is
few
a good
others.
point. I'll go back to the fisherman.
With a few others that are not named Tom.
Were you the fisherman when you walked into town, or were you the
Yes.
old man?
I was the fisherman.
He was a fisherman.
I was like, maybe just to play it safe, be a different person, like maybe our beloved hobo, Jenkins.
Perfect. I'll go back to being Jenkins.
Okay.
Just a thought in case maybe they have
Or
some
is he
means
well
of
known?
communicating.
Yep. All right. So if you guys are sneaking out of town to try to avoid being seen by anybody, I will need stealth checks.
Okie dokie.
Or if you're just walking out, you can walk out.
So how do I roll with mega advantage? Because I'm both invisible and okay.
Unfortunately, advantage
No.
doesn't stack.
No, I know. I know.
I know.
And then Ian's got his cloak as well.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
Ian, you should be rolling that again.
Much fucking better.
Ooh,
All right, there's my stealth button. Much fucking better.
There's just a loud dog walking out of town.
Bark,
Nothing to be
bark,
suspicious about.
Usually kick over like a pail or something that's left on the side of the road.
Yep, Pete starts peeing
Alright.
on all the pails.
Oh my god. Anyways, you guys feel relatively sneaky, and then there is the barrel incident. But you guys make your way out. Are you keeping an eye out for other Toms? Are you just going? To try to just-
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
As long as they don't introduce Dicks or Harrys into this, we should be fine.
Mhm.
But what about their associates? They're also called Steve.
Oh no.
Fuck.
So are we rolling a perception for that, or?
And for those who are keeping an eye out while trying to be sneaky.
I mean, why not? I'm invisible.
Don't
20.
hurt.
What
You
else have
know,
I got to do?
Carry a body?
Dave, you get advantage
It's
for
in the
that.
bag.
Yep. So that's
Yeah, he's
10.
still carrying it, though.
I mean, it doesn't add any extra weight, and the bag is
Orin
shut. So it's not like any
and
noise.
Rusty, as you guys are leaving, you do spot an individual, but he's got his back to you guys as you guys are leaving the place right now. I rolled a 6 on his perception.
Woohoo!
You spot him,
Um,
but he doesn't spot you.
I will mention that to Mott and be like,
You
hey,
get out of town without being seen.
Wait, what? What'd you see?
There was
Another
one guy. He
Tom.
didn't notice us.
Oh boy.
There was one at one of the perimeter buildings, but he was looking
Let's
the
take
wrong
a
way.
different one.
Perfect. All right, so we get to a spot in the woods.
All right. You get out into the plains and then find a little bit of a forest. After going inland a little bit, I'd say this takes you about 20 minutes because it was plains after you guys met the army area.
Alright, I'm gonna drop the dog form.
Oh,
Okay.
but dogs are so good at digging.
Oh,
All
I
right,
can
yeah.
turn into something that's far better at digging.
Alrighty.
Are you turning into a mole?
I suppose.
believe I have access to Badger.
Oh my
Badger,
god.
badger,
Mushroom,
badger, badger,
mushroom.
badger, badger, badger.
But is it giant badger or is it regular badger?
Mushroom, mushroom.
I don't know. Would I see giant badgers where I'm from?
I'll be nice and say yes.
We gotta take you to
Okay.
a zoo.
Yeah.
Does this zoo have dinosaurs in it?
Oh my god.
Anywho,
Where
I take it we're should. Yeah, I guess we should wait till you finish digging your hole before we let these boys out.
All right. Especially as
We
a
dig the
giant
hole.
badger.
Lids
Probably
open.
takes only like
obviously, for air.
10 minutes to dig the hole at most. Especially
Well,
big
it's
enough
gotta
for
be.
two
It's gotta
people.
be. Okay. Well, I was gonna say there's gotta be 2 holes.
Oh, it's 2 separate holes, not one big hole for the 2 people.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Can't have them collaborating.
Go octopus, giant strict crocodile, giant elk, or giant badger. There it is.
All right. So you dig out the
Oh,
area.
it has a burrow speed of 10.
Cool.
There's an
Uh,
actual thing called the burrow speed.
Yup.
Yeah, we really only need
Oh.
holes that are like what? How tall are these guys? Like what? 5'10" or something? Maybe 6 feet.
Yeah, about average height.
Yeah. So we
humans.
really
Yeah,
only
6
need
by
like.
6.
Yeah, we really only need a hole that's like.
All right. So within a minute, the holes are ready.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
I'd
know.
say it would take like
Yeah.
Seconds.
5,
10
like
minutes.
5. Yeah, I was gonna say like 5 feet, maybe like 5 feet, 5-inch deep.
Yeah, like 10 minutes per hole.
Just enough to get them up to their neck.
Not even with your burrow speed. You're just making sure it doesn't collapse in until you get them in the hole.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
That's
so,
the only
yeah,
reason why
take
it's
like a few
taking an
minutes per
extra
hole.
time. But yeah, so
Oh, that's
the
right.
big
'cause
badger
giant
build
badger. Never mind.
digs
Yeah,
2
it would just
holes.
take a few shovelfuls. My bad.
Yep. I'm just, especially since I was watching Avatar, I'm just picturing the those ones. I'm obviously
Badger
probably not
hole.
that
I was
big.
actually thinking about how Sokka gets stuck in that hole, and that's kind of what I was thinking.
That's what I was. Yeah,
The
that's what I was
level.
going for.
Yeah.
Something
That
that
or
they
oh,
don't
you
get
make
out
me
of.
A bit-
furious, my time.
After earthbending some holes into the earth. Haha. Yeah. You guys withdraw the unconscious. Yeah, they're still unconscious because they passed back out from Dr. Bear at one point when you
It's
guys were
fine.
leaving, but you opened it up on your way and avoid
It's
killing them.
Yeah, it's fine. So should we check them for like any kind of check them like like if they have like tattoos or anything like that might like discern that like oh I'm a member of the guild of thieves, something like that.
They tattooed Tom on them.
Yeah, property of Tom.
Yeah, especially since you already disrobed one of them down to his skivvies.
Oh lordy.
Well, how do you think Mont got his outfit for the Tom disguise?
Oh, I know.
You find on the upper right shoulder blade there is a tattoo, which Mont can now copy better. And it is essentially a bag of a bag of gold in one hand being picked up by a darker hand that's like shadowed.
Spooky.
Not like magical shadow, but is just like it's representative of being the thief's hand taking it out of the royal hand.
Suspicion. Anyways,
Uh-huh. Mott, you've seen a couple of these cats before, but you never got one on yourself because you could just make it anyways.
look.
Makes sense.
And you
Yeah,
know that they've
they're
had
the
that for
Sultan's
years.
alright. Alright, I'd say we should probably find a way to gag them so they can't call for help.
In the woods about 20 minutes out of town.
Well, if they scream, they could attract something. What do you guys think?
I mean, I said earlier, gag them.
Alrighty, works for me.
Hilariously, I rolled a 19 and a 20 for their constitutions for waking up. Right after you guys dad them, they start waking up, both of them.
As they're buried in holes.
Oh yeah, since you
I
guys
will
were
ask
checking for
them.
deer, they had 2 daggers on each, and and the lead one had a small trinket on his ear.
A trinket?
Yep.
Was she the one I changed into?
No, he was the other one.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't want to pierce my ear. Alright. Did Jim say he was going to the bathroom?
He just said be right back.
Okay.
And there he is. So, Oren, what you missed was essentially that the one that was the leader that was holding the half-elf, turns out that under his hood he had a trinket pierced in his ear.
Interesting. So, oh boy. Suppose we should take that out.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Just take all their stuff.
I figured. That's why I said there was 2 daggers on each and then the trinket and then the 2 cloaks. They were very lightly geared.
Guys, are we the baddies?
No, we stopped them from, like, interrogating and killing someone.
You don't know what they would have done. They were just interrogating. You don't know what would have happened.
I'm
They're
serious.
beating up
I
a
have
stranger.
questions about my moral compass.
Believe me, I know these guys.
So,
Or not specifically these guys, but the
you guys
group.
have 2 men that are dad looking up fearfully at the group, like, holy shit, are we gonna fucking die out here? Is in their eyes.
Would you like to be unconscious?
They look
Well,
at each other
not
and then
talking,
just
they're
like
thinking.
slowly shake their heads no, like they don't know which would be better.
Okay. I'll take out. I think I still have a few minutes of invisibility left at this point, so I'll just like. They're
20
just
minutes,
gonna see.
5 minutes. You'd
'Cause
probably
it's-
still have about 15, 20 minutes.
Well, because it took us what 20 minutes to get out of town, and then
Yeah.
let's say about 5 minutes from there. So I was like, yeah, so
Yeah.
that's 25.
It
and then
won't
like,
be on when you
and then
get back to
you-
town, unfortunately, probably.
Yeah, no, I figured. Well, that's fine. I don't mind if it's
Yep.
not on when I get back to town.
You don't mind looking like the Marshmallow Man.
But they're just gonna see 2 rations just appear in front of them, just kind of like leaning up
Boom,
against
boom.
their faces, just kind of like just as like
While
a little
they're
bit of.
dad.
Well, I mean, I'm sure eventually they might be able to chew through the gag, so this way they won't starve immediately. Anyway,
They just see the things materialize. They lean away at first, like, oh, it's food. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's jerky. It's jerky.
The leader one like tries to like use his chin to like pull it underneath him just to try and is looking around, just making sure that there's no like wild animals that are spotting this.
Yep. But yeah, and we and like I said, we took the little trinket off of his ear, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So, what's the plan? Are we just leaving them here?
Yeah.
It seems like the way to go.
I mean, we could be back for them once we're done.
Yeah,
Fair,
once
fantastic.
once we save Vetter, we'll come back for them.
Come on, people
And-
can survive up to 3 days without food and food and water, and they've got a thing of rations. So if
I
they're
have
smart,
faith in them. I look over and I'm like, you guys are gonna do great.
They
Have a
just
great
whimper.
weekend.
I feel like
You'll be
can I do
fine.
they
Something
may die.
stupid.
Oh no.
Don't
Like, they
say
will
that too
very
loud.
likely die.
What is it, Rusty?
Can I be like, here's some water and just kind of pour it on them a little bit? Notwithstanding.
Just
All right. Let's see. Rusty, you are currently aligned as. What is your alignment?
Well, I assume he means that he doesn't know how
I
people
know.
drink water.
Yeah. Like.
No, he knows
it's
how. He's seen you
fine.
guys eat and drink plenty.
Okay, so if we leave
What is
them
my
here,
alignment?
they're probably gonna starve to death. If we
No,
let
that's
them go,
no. That's what the rations are for.
they're not gonna be able to eat the right. They're gagged, aren't they?
They can. They might be able to chew through the gag at some point.
As you say that, the secondary guy just starts.
See,
He didn't think of it until you said it.
I'm still invisible at this point, but I'm gesturing to him, even though no. Yeah, like, look, see, this guy gets it. He's got initiative. He's going somewhere in life.
Perhaps even out of this hole. He's going places that might include leaving that hole.
I mean, should we though?
Should we ungag them at least? I don't know. You are
I
raising
gag
some
them.
They're both
points about
nodding
the
their
moral
heads when you
ambiguity.
asked.
I wasn't asking you.
Find them. It's a death sentence.
Man, this has bought me so
Okay,
much time this
fine.
session. This is great.
All right. Okay. What I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna knock them both out with my wrench. Again.
Your invisibility has dropped from the offensive action.
We're just gonna have brain damage at this point.
No, it's
Okay,
fine.
Now what?
So they're both unconscious now. Now we remove the gags
Okay.
to buy
Perfect.
ourselves some time, because if we remove the gags, it's just gonna start yelling
I
immediately.
mean, are they even within range that someone would hear them?
No, but we don't want to listen to that.
a long walk.
Hey man, you never know when a traveler might come by at the exact second we decide to leave. And try
That
to
is
be a
true.
good Samaritan.
I think it's pretty
guy-
likely. This is a
buys
port.
us, like, what?
This is a port city.
30 minutes? Maybe an hour?
Yeah.
And you guys also heard the barkeep say, "Huh, we don't get many travelers in here these days."
It's
But what-
fine. They have no gags. It's fine.
Look, they have rations. I watered them.
So, plants.
Can I check the how can I tell meteorology? What do I roll for that? Is it gonna rain?
So if we,
Would that be survival?
is there any way we could just let them go and not have them die in a hole?
I guess we could let
We'll
their
be
arms out.
back. It's fine.
Could we dig their arms out? Would that be sufficient for everyone?
You mean just like Sokka, where he has his little arms out?
No, but like the full use of their arms, but like it's compact enough on the ground that they're not gonna like easily get out.
Well,
It would take
Okay,
time
I
for them
guess
to
that-
dig themselves out.
Exactly.
That I can live with.
All right, is
And then
everybody
they
good
can
with
actually
that?
defend themselves if something smells those rations and comes by.
Exactly. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the ration.
Or at least, you
What
know,
are they gonna
try
do,
to.
ration might be
waggle
just
at
some
them?
seasoning. What?
What are they gonna do? Just waggle their noodle arms at them?
I mean, it's better than nothing.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
alright.
Do you
just
leave
take
them
their
each with a
arms out.
dagger, or do you not?
Oh
Look-
fuck no.
I was gonna say, look, man, these are like some highly dangerous thief criminals here.
They'll figure it out.
My moral
Looks at their level 3 stats.
my moral dilemma here is pretty much non-existent at this point.
Alright, so
Point.
we're gonna leave their arms free, but it's still gonna be. God, what are you doing?
So they're
That's
buried
what I've
up-
been
so
asking
they're
every
buried
time
up
we
to
have a
their
session.
So they're buried up to their neck, and they're gonna have their arms up.
Yeah, so technically it's buried up to the pits.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because I'm like, that would be very awkward to.
Oh,
They're
this
just in a
whole
dried out
situation
mud
is
bath.
Awkward.
All right,
It's
We dig
quicksand
their
that no
arms
longer
out,
became sand.
we dig their arms out and sneak back into town.
Okay.
Okay, you spend a few minutes thanks to the
well,
badger mole.
actually, no, we'd have to stay out of town because I went through my 2 wild shapes. in order to be dog and dig hole as badger.
Well, we could just
So you're
say
still a
you're our
badger,
friend that met
right?
up with us.
Okay, sure.
We have an extra cloak from this guy. You can put it
Oh,
on.
where'd your dog go? Oh, we were delivering
There it
him
is.
to somebody. We
Trying
were
to take the
delivering him
collar
to
off it,
someone.
huh?
That's why we had to leave. We lost
Yes.
track of time.
It's perfect. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a genius.
Alright, so you guys want to go back to town now?
Sure.
Also, I'll give you this as a hilarious joke. We didn't want to have to clean up after him in the room, so we're just letting him wander around outside of town. He'll be fine.
Yeah, we forgot he was still with
He's done it
us.
before.
We had to go drop him back off at the kennel.
What kennel? There's no kennels right
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, so
Oh,
are you
they just
sneaking back
opened
into
last
town, or are
week.
you walking back into town?
I'm sneaking.
Yeah, sneaking.
All right, everybody stealth again. After you get back to town.
I mean, in terms of sneaking, I guess I would be walking into town as casual
Silently.
as possible. Like, not drawing more attention to myself than necessary.
Actually, yeah, that might be
I
a good
figured
way to
you'd be
go.
trying to avoid the line of sight from the guy that you know is patrolling the perimeter.
I mean, what's he gonna see? The fucking Lucky Charms, man, and be like, "Oh, that must be Mott."
You did hear from them there to question individuals and then small groups. But harking especially on the individuals.
I
Alright,
mean,
we stick
they
in a group
can
then.
certainly try.
Anyways. So let's see.
I think we've
We've
already
got 2 stealth
determined
checks so far.
that my moral compass has slowly degraded.
Slowly?
Hey,
So
I
we need
got
a
to level
Mott
6
and
without being
a
murdered.
Orin stealth check.
It's been a
Thank
few
you.
weeks and you've gone from traveling tinker to leaving people buried in the middle of the forest.
Look, it's fine.
Oh my god, I'm missing this from my freaking soundboard.
Look, man, it's
It
been
would be against my moral compass. Your moral compass is over.
Wait, what did you say?
Your moral compass is a roulette wheel. Fucking code meant.
hey, you leave my gambling addiction out of this.
Put it all on red.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, stealth. Wow, really?
Hey,
Well,
look,
you
I
had the
rolled
advantage,
boy.
so. Okay, I gotta check these numbers.
I mean, this
okay.
is fine. I mean, it's joke's on you. I can just turn a corner and change my disguise again.
Yep. Anyways, so alright, group stealth check. Doop. That's the thing I rolled. Okay.
I'm Jenkins again.
I'll say with just your passive perceptions rather than make you guys roll. The guy that was watching the edge of the town this time does notice you appearing, but scratches his head a little, and then shrugs, and then goes about his patrol a little bit.
Because
So
we walked into town.
I will give
and they never
one
saw us
person an
leave.
insight roll.
I'll do. Wait, who has good insight? I don't.
my
Insight?
insight is +1.
Plus
My
2.
insight is +2.
My insight is +4,
Do it.
which is weird because I have +1 wisdom,
Huh.
but I have proficiency, so that
Mhm.
probably explains it. Oh, sorry, that was with advantage. Let me redo that. Sorry, I forgot to.
We'll just go with the
switch off.
13. It's
13.
fine.
Okay.
So you pass the check. Yeah, he saw you guys enter initially, and then has seen you guys enter with a slightly different party comp this time, and is a little confused.
Yeah, we don't have a dog. We have an extra guy, and one of us
It
changed
seems
into a different
suspicious
person.
to him, but for now, he's doing his job and just patrolling for the meantime.
Mhm.
All right, back to the tavern then, or the inn.
So you guys made your way back. Oh, hey, you guys are back. All right, cool. As the barkeep enters, and it's getting late enough into the evening that he's not quite doing last calls, but there are people shambling their way out.
Cool. Did we see the that other bard here anywhere?
No, he is not downstairs.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just turn in then.
I mean, I'm gonna get food.
Fair.
All right.
I was going to try to investigate to see what that thing was we picked up from the two people.
The
That
trinket.
earring piece.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
the
that was
trinket.
going to be my. I was going to say that was going to be my goal after we went to my room, because detect magic.
Oh yeah, you do have
Identified
that.
magic,
Yeah,
all
it's
that
like
stuff.
yeah, it's like that's how it's like I have like identify. I have the artificer lore and stuff like that. So like I have all sorts of things to let me check this shit. I am the magic item man.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming this is a magic item.
If not, it's a valuable thing to sell at one point potentially for a bit of gold. Anyways,
Gonna-
you were picking up food, Orin?
Yeah.
Why aren't you the colorful character? What can I get for you?
Ah, yes, my good sir. I'd like my. What have you got? A fine plate of your finest of your house specialty, if you got one.
Let me see what I got left for the night. Running low, but because the ships haven't come in for a few days.
We got cereal and marshmallows.
Oh my fucking god!
I'll take them both. Perhaps I can make something out of it.
I'll cast a little magic on some of the marshmallows to change their shapes and make them lucky. Anyways,
And make them a little stale.
how many meals are you
Yeah.
going for? Just one for yourself, or
Truth.
you did one for everybody in your group?
Ah, just one for myself. I'm pretty sure everyone else in the group is fine.
Okay. And he comes up with a plate of well cooked, well prepared and cooked scallops.
Ah, wonderful, my friend. Thank you. How much will that be?
I don't know much fish food. Let's see.
Could have done fish and chips.
3 silver.
Here you go, my good sir.
Thank you.
And I
Enjoy your meal.
and I just go off and I eat because
Yep.
I'm hungry.
And I'll say that by getting it as a meal, it comes with some fried potato chunks and then a small pitcher of ale.
Oh boy.
And a wind-up children's toy.
No, he's all out of those. That's Orange's specialty. He just makes the wind-up children toy.
And there's
anyways.
one Pokemon card.
No, the scalper's got all of those.
Anyways, do you take it to your room or you eat it downstairs?
I'll eat it downstairs. That way he doesn't have to worry
All
about missing plates and silverware.
All right. You enjoy your meal, and you're the one that has the 2 keys, by the way.
Oh no, that
So-
I gave one to. I'll get
Oh, okay.
given one to the
One of the others.
Jenkins, Hobo Jenkins.
Wow.
Hobo Jenkins has a key.
Why, thank you.
It is room number 3.
Now, did you change when you went into the inn to your fisherman?
I'm gonna say yeah, just so the guide's not
All right,
more suspicious.
Okay.
fair enough.
All right. You're back in Fisherman Disguise in the inn. There are no more hooded, shady individuals in the tavern area.
Just us.
Mm-hmm.
You guys and a couple of drunks in the back that are passed out.
Outstanding. Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth, come on.
All right. If I
Alright.
make a Lehman's tiny hut without them in it, can I make it so that they're allowed to enter it?
I believe you are allowed to do stuff like that.
I think
Like
so.
those that
because-
you deem are safe to pass through can pass through. So
All right.
yes,
I'm gonna go
but you
turn
yourself
in, but I'm
can't.
gonna make a hut around like the 2-bed area.
it's going
of
to
my
fill
room.
the entire room. I'll be nice
Perfect.
with this. A lot of DMs rule it as you need enough space to be able to cast it, but I'll say that it doesn't go through the walls, but it just takes up the room.
All right. Cool. All right. So I'll allow, the party to be able to enter and leave.
Woo!
Friendlies that you know that are nearby.
Yep. All right. Well, good night, guys.
Night.
So who's taking the first room with Mott? And then
I
who's
will.
going to wait for Orin to finish his meal to get to the second room?
Yeah, I'll go with Mott.
All right. Grandma turn in to one room for the evening. Rusty, You're waiting outside door 3 where they went in, and you didn't ask which key you had for the other one.
Yep.
So it's you can guess that it's either room 2 or room 4.
I'll just go back downstairs and join, or
Okay.
get some food because I'll be like, I don't.
You guys want
What
to
is this?
RP anything, or do you want to just pass to the next morning?
Do you think we should ask the barkeep about his incident with the sultans?
Probably not now.
I know. I mean, eventually. Are you sure you're not sick?
No, fine. I'm fine, laddie.
Interesting.
Anywho, once I finish my meal here, I should probably take a look at this doohickey we got off that guy's ear.
We got 2 of those, right?
Just one.
Just one? Okay.
4 daggers, 1 trinket, and then 2 cloaks, one of which is in Mott's possession.
That'd
just
probably
imagining
be for
this-
the best. Do you
I'm
think I
just
should
ima-
stand outside his door just for safety purposes, or do you think they got it?
I think it should be fine. Oh, by the way, if you don't want to sit here waiting for me to stuff me face, here's the key.
It is room number 2.
Just for the safety, I think we should stick in pairs.
Fair enough.
All right. Orin finishes up his meal, returns his stuff to the barkeep. After the barkeep
What'd you do, Bobby?
shoves out the 2 passed out drunks just into the street so he can close up. Like he literally just eventually just shoves them out and like uses the door to push them the rest of the way, and he closes it and locks up.
I was gonna say, I'm just imagining him using the broom and just kind of like pushing them out as they roll.
Oh, like he's
At one
sweeping
point,
and then they
yes.
just-
Yeah.
One of them has the death grip on an empty mother veil, and he's just like, "Well, there goes 5 silver."
Alrighty, so once we're back in the room, I want to observe this thing, this doohickey, you know.
You
Is
spend
it-
the time
is
to
it-
ritual cast identify, or you just
Yeah.
wanna...
Yeah, ritual cast identify.
All right, you do that. It is an earring of message.
Ooh.
Fuck!
How does that one work?
Uh oh.
I
you
mean,
know from Mott. Essentially, he would have to touch it to activate it, and it can only go out 120 feet.
oh, thank God.
It is not sending it as a message. It is a cantrip, and this
Thank-
one can only work twice per day.
So
well, I get-
he didn't touch it, right? He just
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of had him at gunpoint the whole time, so
yeah.
he didn't really have a chance to touch it.
He had his hands up. There was one point where he tried to attack. So, yeah. But you know roads, they can be fast with their hands, so I will give you a retroactive perception check to remember if you
Flashback.
saw him touching it.
Isn't casting message an action though?
Roads can use items as a bonus action.
But the spell message is still an action.
But it's using an item.
But if I use an item that casts a spell, it still counts
10
as me
foot orc,
casting a
Jims.
spell.
Because you're not a road.
That's not what I meant by that.
Jim, there's 10-foot orcs in his campaign.
Just saying.
Rogues can
Just
use
roll a
items
check.
as bonus
Just
action.
referring to spellcasting rules, okay?
I know.
He's using an item to cast a spell is still casting a spell.
Is it though?
It is.
Is it?
It
Perception
is.
check. Moving on. You know he did not get a chance to touch it.
Whoa.
Okay. So you guys turn in for the night.
Ooh, wait, you said it has 2 charges, correct?
Correct.
Could you tell if they're already spent?
One was spent.
Well, that might have been for when they
Okay.
found that might have been when they found the first guy and probably was being like, "We think we found him," and
Yeah.
then they didn't.
Yeah, but if
And then they did.
if he uses 2 charges, then we'd be worried. That's what I wanted to check.
Yes. Anywho,
Do you have to attune to it?
No.
Do you think we
But-
should give that to Mott just for safety
You know
sake?
Mott has message.
Oh, that's right.
That's how you know the other details about this so easily.
Yep.
Beyond
if anything, it would be
identifies
better
message.
it would be better for one of us that doesn't have it to be able to get a message out if we needed it.
I'm sure you could probably come up with some crazy contraption for this, so you should probably keep it.
Crazy contract. It's just a
Or
magic.
I'm sorry, modify it,
It
into
works as it is.
Yeah.
or modify it into something else.
I don't know. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's your trinket. Do whatever.
I mean, is it my trinket? I mean, I know I'm the one that took it. I don't necessarily mean that necessarily belongs to me.
But what if you wanted it more than they did, Chip?
I mean, do I?
I don't know. Do you?
Do you?
I don't know. Do you?
As you
I-
sleep on this decision, try to move things
As
along
I'm
since we're
still
down to a
asleep
half
this whole
hour.
time.
Yeah, Mot's just like, all right, I'm safe.
It's
Pretty much. That's how I
Uh,
sleep in real life.
I mean, I don't have ears, so
Okay.
Thieves try to get in through the window, but they can't because tiny hut, which they find strange, so they ambush us in the
Yeah.
morning.
Oh my.
I mean, you say that, but morning comes. Salty breeze blows in through the windows from the ocean as the sun rises.
Gargoyle
Just
crashes in through Mott's room.
What crashes in?
Gargoyle.
Thank God.
Fucking. And yeah, you guys wake up and check your gear, make sure nothing was taken. Everybody's in their rooms. You feel good.
Cool, cool. I want to go check the lobby for that bard again.
You head downstairs and he seems
Wait,
to
wait,
have-
wait. I was gonna say, does anyone want to join me? But it already sounds safe.
As you head downstairs, you see he's one of 3 people in the downstairs, and he seems to be eating breakfast at one of the tables.
Nice, nice. Is anybody else awake?
Everybody's would have woken up, especially Rusty would have woken up sooner.
right. Well, what's our?
Are
I
they
guess
with me,
I'll-
or are they still in their rooms?
That's
I
what
guess
I'm wondering.
I'd come out as well. I guess
Yeah,
it's me, Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Alright.
And I'll use my new little toy, just so I don't have to say it out loud to Mont. Be like, so what be our
You
what
use
be our
one of the
course of
2 message charges.
yeah? So what be our course of action for today, Sunny boy? Should we go investigate that place on the coast, or should we stay in
That's a
town for
long
a bit?
message.
I got it. I
It's,
don't.
it's a
give me- I don't.
sentence.
It's only a sentence.
Yep.
It's a run-on sentence.
It's a shortish sentence.
If there's 10-foot orcs, there's run-on sentences.
Fuck you.
I bet you I can say that in 6 seconds.
I gotta message the group back and say, let's make sure this guy's okay, and then we should check out first the. Maybe we should just skip that storehouse now that we know where Vetter probably is, but might not hurt to stop by there.
Check your bases.
Exactly.
All right. So you head downstairs. The bar table is up. Make sure you turn in your keys. And then
Yeah,
he's got
give him
small
the
plates
keys
of
back.
breakfast for each member that was staying.
Oh, thank you.
Woo!
What does he hand me?
Same
Food.
as everybody else. It's like one
That's right.
egg and
I was in a bear
uh,
costume.
it's one egg and. Is there any sort of breakfast fish?
I'm sure
There's a piece of fish for breakfast. It's a port town.
Just because it's a port town doesn't mean everything is seafood.
I know. I know.
But
it
it
just
could
happens
be.
to be here.
Okay.
They got limited resources.
fish sticks.
But yeah.
You could eat salmon for breakfast.
Ugh.
Anyways, you get your fishy breakfast. Take
Can
some
we
time
talk
to
to the
eat.
nice bard man?
Oh, it's you guys. Thanks again for last night. You really saved my ass there.
Yeah, of
And I
course.
slowly push like
And
part
he
of
leans
my
in a little
food to
closer.
him.
So what happened?
Well, they're out of town for now. They won't be bothering you again, I don't think.
He's gonna insight.
But I wouldn't stick around here.
Oh, they are out of town, eh? And he just like he has like this nervous expression, but he gives a little wink. His insight was a 2. He believes they're dead.
Oh my.
Why? Well, he's gonna be in for a surprise then. Oh,
Yeah, I
Do
wouldn't
you
stick around
want to
town
find
very
them?
long. You might
I
want
mean,
to. They're
you roughed
they're
them up,
looking
so
for.
I won't have to worry about them. I should be fine. I do gotta make some money though. I kind of spent most of the rest of what I had here.
You should look elsewhere.
Will do.
Highly
Or don't be a
recommend.
bard.
Any nearby spaces you know about? I've been traveling down from the north.
well, there's this town in the a few days away, but if you're willing to go a bit west by northwest, you can hit a town called New Masara.
Oh, I thought I saw something about towns in that direction, but things had been quiet for a while or something. One of the places I came from used to have trades with what was it? Haru something?
Harwell, yes?
Yeah,
They're
something like that.
rebranding. It's an up and coming place. It's just they gentrified the neighborhood.
Ah, neat.
I'm
I'll-
going.
I'll go take
By
a
the
look then. Thank you.
Alrighty. Just to make sure that you get there safely, I'm gonna give you a little gift just because you seem like you're a little down on your luck, and well, it's always good to invest in up and comers when you see them. And I will give him 40 gold so that
Wow.
he can get the fuck
As you
out
slide the
of here.
40 gold across the table to him, he's like, "Oh,
And what's your name?
do you want me to like parade you guys out of town or something?"
Oh,
this.
I really think it would be in your best personal interest if you managed to get somewhere a little less seedy and make a name for yourself.
I would also
A
stick
fair
more
point.
north,
Fair
by the
point.
way.
Sorry, what, Rusty?
I would also stick more north, by the way, if you head that way. If you head to New Masara.
Mm.
Basically, he's saying just specifically try to avoid the swamp area to the southwest.
Oh, okay. I'll head mostly west, but try to carve a little bit starting, or should I do that later?
I would say maybe head north a little bit and then head west.
Okay. About how far up the coast? You guys give him some general details and give him some good directions so that he can essentially
what's
go
your name,
dead
sir?
west to New Masara. Shit, that's the one thing in my notes I forgot. Did see he was a half elf.
Could always come up with a name later. I just want to see if we meet up
Yep.
with them again in New Masara.
No worries, no worries. No, it's
What's
good
your
because
name?
I need to do this, especially with what you guys
Good
are doing.
name. Best name.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, what was that thing from the other day? Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Baron. Barryn.
Cool. Well, Baron, safe travels.
And to you a lot as well. And he will pack up his things, happily pocket the gold, and head on his way.
Alright, cool. We did something right here.
Why'd you give him 40 gold?
To make sure he had more than enough money to get there one way or another.
Very nice.
And convince him to leave faster.
Pretty much.
Alright, let's head to that carving house.
All right. Are you going
You
to?
think we should have told him when he gets there to mention our names?
Can we just say that we did that?
Sure.
Thank you.
No worries. No worries. I try to
just
be
can't
a
wait.
kind DM.
I can't wait to just bump into him again in the future and be like, oh, hey, it's you again. Be like, who are you? And be like, oh, hold on.
Oh
a
no,
minute,
the
hat.
fact that you guys sent him that way, I have ideas now.
Mm.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I'll just be like, it's like, oh, hey, it's you again. He'll be like, who are you? I'll be like, oh, excuse me for a moment, hat.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, so you're gonna head to the carve house. Are you gonna try to sneak around, or are you just gonna go around in disguises?
Sneak, I would say.
If that's the case, I'll
Once
need
we get
stealth
close,
checks.
right?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Do we get advantage for wearing cloaks?
Unless they're magically with that
I was
person.
gonna say, I mean, me and Ian do, but I mean,
Just thought I'd oh.
I said it's a group stealth check.
well, you've got a nat 20 and a 21, so
Yep.
and a 14, so
Yep.
those are we're getting on
So-
the higher end of things.
It's early enough in the morning. Not many people are out. You duck down a few alleyways to avoid line of sight of people that you see. Occasionally, there's one person that has a cloak on, but they all seem to be headed southward through the town. Anytime you do see someone with a cloak, and you guys make your way down to the water side. And when you get there, the carve house is burned down a long time ago, apparently. Well, not super long, but like a month or two.
Oh my.
Like, it is gone.
Okay.
I just turn back to the group and say I don't think he's in there. Or
Um,
anyone for that matter.
how burned down is it? Like, is it like rubble still, or is it kind of
There
cleared?
is a couple of like walls partially standing. There's a handful of rubble, but like, especially Mott, give me a survival or an insight roll.
Let me see. No, they're both 2. Fuck.
That's a big mess.
Is there anyone nearby, like the ruins?
I'd say that there's a fisherman down on a dock nearby.
Okay, so no one would care if I went and, started looking around the burned down warehouse, right?
You may go for it if you wish.
Yeah, sure. I want to make an investigation check around the place, see if there's like, I mean, this is like a thieves' den, right? Or was a thieves like some kind of like a thing related to them. So maybe there's like a trap door or like a secret entrance somewhere that leads like underground, like a
You make a
secret
good
basement.
point.
Yep.
So let me just turn
And
off advantage.
Mott, if turn it back on, because Mott could help you since he was in this area before.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
You
Okay.
resided here for a little bit.
Investigation.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
at least it's 17.
Oh no, I know.
I helped.
I just
No,
thought it was.
I said you
funny
give
that
him you give him advantage. So
I know, I'm kidding.
So
Well,
Mott,
exactly. See, he got a 6. That's why I got 2 17s in a row.
Should I
the
do
way
some
I see this
investigating or
going
no?
is essentially Orin starts looking around. Mott, you go, hey, what are you looking for? Oh, there was you explain your plan, and they'll go, oh, yeah, I
Doors.
think there was one like over that way, and you eventually find one, but when you open it up, it is solid earth underneath.
Oh my.
Like it was clearly
Oh.
filled in.
I look at him and I swear that wasn't like that before.
It's fine. I'm sure we can figure something out. Can I make a just like kind of like check around, make sure we're not like being stared at or anything like that?
Be a perception check.
Okay. Let me again. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna join you on that.
Okay, perception. Oh, look at that.
Ever since you guys saw those hooded cloak people heading south through the town earlier, you haven't seen another one since.
Okay. Alright, well, this is a bit of a dead end. So,
Yeah, I think we should go in the direction of that mansion that the Toms mentioned.
South
wouldn't
along
it?
the coast.
I was just gonna say it's south along the coast, fucking ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. Everybody come home, it's time to ambush the shapeshifter.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, alrighty then. Well, I suppose we should meet up with the, get back to the others over there and, start planning on heading to a fancy coastal mansion.
Yes, sir. Have I been to this mansion before, Bobby?
No, you did not know it existed.
Balls. Here,
Well,
Every time you
wants
had a
to think we
mission
were
out of
tight.
this place, you were usually headed north. Occasionally you've gone south, but to southward of small places. You were always going inland.
Ah. Makes sense. Alright, guys. No trapdoors anymore anyways. They're all filled in. Would I have known where that trapdoor went to, Bobby?
Yep, it was essentially a cellar that the guild dug out so that if someone ever stumbled into the place, aside from like a couple of the newer people staying up above, essentially like acting as homeless, like that's where like the operations were planned out of, was the basement, but that's clearly been filled in to cover up tracks,
Well, shit.
remove their evidence.
Okie doke.
All right. You guys start heading through the town. Do you stealth again, or are you just gonna go along?
I mean, I'm still gonna stealth.
I'm gonna fucking stealth.
Stealth is a good plan.
Crazy.
Yay!
Oh no, Dave.
Oh.
It evens itself out.
Yep.
It's the
Terrific
You're the
check.
tiebreaker, Jim.
Well, no. Did you see what's on the other side of my natural
Yup.
20?
Down the middle.
Shite. So
And
we're
then if
not very
anybody's
stealthy.
keeping an eye out for other hooded individuals.
I mean, yeah.
Perception check, please.
Oh,
This is how it's going, Jim.
yeah.
I'm just gonna roll the same thing.
All right. With those checks, unless Dave wants to roll as well, but hey, you guys are all able to determine. Yeah, the town's a lot quieter now. It seems that there was a bit of a lack of presence around now.
Too quiet.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And as you guys reach the southern end of the town, you see three hooded individuals going off into the coast up through like some high brush and some distant trees.
Alrighty. Well, I'm
Do you think
gonna.
those guys know Tom?
Yeah, could be. Is there like an alley or something like that where I can kind of like just pop out for a second?
Yeah.
'Cause I want to change my disguise. 'Cause I figure, a bright orange leprechaun walking down the road, probably a little inconspicuous, something a little more inconspicuous.
You were too conspicuous. You want some inconspicuous.
Yeah, exactly. I want, just like generic, maybe just like something that makes me look like a merchant.
Weary traveler with a big backpack. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that actually would work because of that illusion magic. Yeah.
Cool beans. So I just kind of
Alright.
pop back around the corner looking like that and be like, okay, let's go. This is the voice I'm going with now.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you
I'd have
guys want to
done Kermit
reroll
on
stealth
Fireball.
as you follow along, or do you want to carry your current roll as a group?
Actually, I would like to also change. I think I don't see it in my inventory, but I swear in my original character sheet I had like dark clothes or something.
Probably, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna switch to that, and
Not the cloak. You want to be different traveler.
yeah,
Just making sure I understand. That's all.
someone new.
You can be my business associate.
Perfect.
He's
It's
also called Steve.
I grow. Wait. Oh.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be Walt Disney.
Oh god. That's your name.
Oh no.
Walter Denis.
Perfect.
We're trying to avoid copyright. Jesus. One
Like I
second.
said, Walter Denis.
I love it.
Walter Denis. There we go.
Perfect.
Sorry about that. All right. So you guys, were you
So I
carrying
look
the
like
rolls?
a
I'm sorry.
whimsical
distracted.
middle-aged man with a mustache, and a hooded cloak and dark clothes.
And his short black-haired companion who talks in a high-pitched voice.
Good thing I'm not popular on YouTube yet. Or
Oi,
just
what's the
ever.
problem? Oh,
Disney lawyers, man, you don't fuck with them. Anyways.
it's all legally distinct. I don't know what the problem is.
We're totally not like Nazis.
I know. I'm just being a shit.
What? Anyways,
Anyways. So yeah, you guys head south.
so are we redoing our stealth checks, or?
That's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't want to, but okay.
All right,
What could
Distant
possibly
Dave.
go wrong?
Can I roll a
You have
perception check to
advantage.
see if I can hear Dave?
I forgot to click. Oh my god.
God.
It is a group, so hold on. 12, 13,
Oh
14, 5, 5,
my god.
12, 18, 14,
Oops.
5. So it's about that. Right.
I tripped and stumbled on a rock.
Everyone's sneaking through the underbrush, especially the boots helping be silent. Meanwhile, Rusty, crunch, 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 crunch.
One of the tree branches pulls down my cloak. Or my hood.
We walk through some underbrush and some leaves land on him, and so he's like,
I'm blind.
it's like easier to see the leaves.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, after a couple of hours, and you guys going stealthily, you don't keep pace with those that you saw ahead of you.
A map.
Yep. Zoom out.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So,
So I just want to point out that it is 5 o'clock, so I
Yep.
don't know if Ian's got his obligations.
and that's what I'm saying is, as you guys see this building up here and ahead of you, and nobody outside, that is where we're gonna call the session.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this will be interesting. Can't wait to see what happens.
Oh.
Oh,